In this video, we're catching and cooking the most delicious creatures that come from the freezing cold ocean, but also the most disgusting. From 5-pound lobsters to creatures of your nightmares, I'm going to be cooking everything I can catch. As the video progresses, the dishes are going to get more and more disgusting, and the last one is so gross that I've never even heard of anyone trying to eat it. But before we get to that, let's cook the most famous and the most delicious. The Maine lobster. Today we're doing a Maine lobster catch and cook. We're going to compare a small lobster, a medium lobster, and a large lobster. We handpicked the best lobsters that we got for the day. We're going to head in and cook them up. We're going to try a few different ways to cook them, some traditional ways, steaming, but we're also going to try some different ways that I have never tried before, that I've always been curious about trying. We'll also show you some tips and tricks on how to pick them out. Let's go get them cooked up. All right, so the plan is to take the big one and the small one, and we're going to steam them in a traditional way. We're going to cook them how we normally would cook them. We're also going to make a lobster roll out of them. Then we're going to take the medium one. We're actually going to get creative with it. We're going to try something I've never tried before. It's going to be interesting. It's an idea that I've had for a while. I've never heard of anybody doing it, but I think it'll be good. All right, so the first step is to get your water into your kettle. And ideally, you want a kettle that you can steam in. This one's actually designed for steaming. It has a false floor in it, so your water stays below the false floor, and your lobsters stay out of the water. If you have a kettle like this that doesn't have a false floor, you can still use it. Just put about an inch and a half of water in the bottom of it, and that'll serve the same purpose. Actually, if you have access to salt water, it's much better to use salt water. It'll give them a much saltier flavor. And since we're here in the rental cabins, we're right on the ocean, we have access to it, so we're gonna take advantage of that. Salt water straight from the ocean. These cottages are actually available to rent starting in the middle of May. When you rent one, they actually come with everything you need to cook and pick your own lobsters right here. If you get a hold of me, we can actually try to coordinate getting some of my own lobsters to you while you're here. You can actually put lobsters to sleep, whether you feel bad for them or you don't want to kill them. I'm going to show you how to do it. You tip them up on their nose, you fold their tail down, and you get them to balance just like this. Whoa. You rub their head, you hum to them. You can sing them a lullaby, your favorite song, whatever you'd like. It takes a minute or two. This one is kind of excited, so maybe it won't work. Usually takes a minute or two. The longer you wait, the more effective it is. So if you want to make sure you got them to sleep. I've never had one do this before. Stay. Usually I sing like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something, but I might sing ZZ Top to this one. I like to just hum to them. This one's probably gonna take at least a couple minutes, so we might fast forward here for a second. We're gonna let him fall good in his sleep. We're gonna start cooking the small one and the big one. Our water is to a boil. We're gonna put them in, and then we're gonna get creative with this one. So it's important you take the rubber bands off the claws. The rubber can actually cause a rubbery taste in the meat. This also works on toddlers. I'm joking. All right, he's been on his nose for about 2 minutes, and as you can see, he's sound asleep. Now, we're gonna get creative with this one. We're actually gonna try injecting its claws and tail with butter, and we're gonna try baking it. If you're wondering how much butter you need to cook lobsters, roughly 2 pounds will do it. All right, we're gonna melt the butter in a frying pan, and I don't know if this is gonna work. This is the only syringe I could find, but we're gonna try injecting the lobster with melted butter and some vinegar and see if we can bake it. Fast forward, butter melting. I'm also gonna cut it with vinegar. You'll actually see in a few minutes, we dip in butter cut with vinegar and it's delicious. So I assume the same will apply when we try to bake it. All I have is apple cider vinegar. You can use anything. Oh la la, so fancy. You got some serious steam going. They're pressure cooking. Look at that cover. You get nothing but the best stoves here. We're gonna check on them. You can see they still have a little bit of darkness in their back. A couple more minutes. All right, so the lobster is asleep, but we're just gonna make sure he stays asleep. If you wanna kill him humanely, you just put the knife down to the head. All right, we are gonna preheat the oven for the experiment. I don't even know what temperature to do, but we're gonna go with 350. For this experiment, we're mostly gonna focus on the tail and the claws, and we're actually gonna separate the tail raw and the claws raw. And this will give us an opening to put the butter in. These guys have been going about 12 minutes now. I think they must be done. Smaller ones will cook quicker than the big ones. His antennas are coming right off, so. The little one is definitely done. The big one should be real close. He looks close enough. All right, while those cool down, we're gonna see if we can get these injected with butter. The trick here is to use Intense Tylenol syringe. I've never heard of anybody doing this, but I'm hopeful we can fill the whole tail full of butter. We got 2 syringe holes in the tail. Hopefully it'll work its way all the way down into the bottom of the tail. It is. Look at the tail opening up. It made the tail open up. That's crazy. It must be the heat. Look, it's making the flippers move. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit in the front side as well. See if you can see it going in. Oh, you can. This is gonna work. We're inventing a new way to cook lobsters right here. Scooch over, Gordon, we're coming for your job. They straighten the tail right out. It's coming out the other side. Tail is full of butter. How can this not be good? It's basically gonna steam in butter. I'm giving this like 90% chance of success. I think this is the new best way to cook lobster. This tail should weigh like a half a pound and it weighs about a pound. We're gonna put it in the tin foil. I think we're also gonna try to make a little bowl here, and just for good measure. How can this not be good? No chance this is a flop. Be clean, no mess. I'm gonna double the tin foil. I'm pretty confident in this.
I mean, I'm interested to try.
I think it's gonna be good. These might be a little more challenging. Let's see what we can do with the claws. Oh, it's opening the claw. The heat makes the muscles move. This one's gonna be a little trickier. Oh yeah, I'm getting more and more confident in this by the moment. Definitely going in through the knuckles, the place to go. Overflowing out the top, we're ready to go. Let's get these babies in the oven. The oven is at 350. We're gonna put these in and see what kind of mess we've made. I think that's gonna be delicious. All right, we've already used about a pound of butter and we haven't even eaten a piece of lobster yet. So we're doing good so far. You know we're on the right track. We gotta melt more butter. We got the big lobster cooked and we got the little lobster cooked. I'm gonna show you a little trick on how to pick them out. The first trick is pretty interesting and it starts with the tail. We normally don't cook lobsters this big. We always go after the smaller ones. The smaller ones tend to have a little bit sweeter meat. It's gonna be interesting to try this one out. I don't need them much. So after you've separated your tail from the body, fold their flippers backwards and all their flippers will come right off. After you do that, you're left with a little hole in the back of the tail. This might be tricky to do with a big hard shell like this. With shedders, it's very simple, but you drive your finger in that hole in the back of the tail and the whole tail will roll right out through the front. Simple, clean, one step. So I've never actually seen somebody do this, but this butter has a lot of flavor in it. And I think it'll be a really good addition to the lobster roll that we're gonna make in a few minutes. So we're gonna save that, put it on top of the roll. After you got your tail, you gotta fold the top of it back and get the poop chute out. Right there, you see it? I mean, you can eat it if you're a weirdo, but I would take it out. Got a perfect tail. We're gonna do the same for the little tail and I'll show you what it looks like when you're going at actual speed. Oh, there's some more of that butter right there. Let's save that. This one's pretty clean. So typically shedders are better eating than the hard shell. These ones are actually both pretty hard. This time of year, there's not a lot of shedders around. You can tell that they're hard shells because they have black on the underneath of their claws. Shedders have much sweeter meat than the hard shells. So I don't suspect we'll see a big difference between these two, but I'm guessing the smaller one might be a little sweeter. Now let's pick the claws. Let's start with this big crusher claw. I never pick claws this big. This is probably gonna be a bit of a challenge to crack into. It's a hard claw. So the knuckles you take and you fold them back against themselves. With shedders, the knuckle meat will come out right on it, but a hard shell like this, it won't. So you take your little picker that comes complimentary with your stay at the cottages, and you just dig the meat out. This is my favorite part of the lobster. You do the same for this knuckle, which is gonna be hard. Just take your picker and dig it out. Now for the challenging part. I don't even think the cracker's gonna go on over it, but let's see. Cracker also comes complimentary with your stay. First, break the thumb off the claw. And don't buy a 5-pounder. We might need a hammer for this. Oh, I'm gonna break the cracker. All right, we're gonna have to get creative. Hit it hard with a knife and split it actually all the way down. And you should be able to break it with your hands now. Oh, maybe we gotta hit it again. Wow. Nope. That's a struggle. If you're doing this outside, you can lay it on a rock and take another rock or a hammer and crack it, but we're trying to do this all inside. There it goes. That is a packed claw. That's one downfall to the shedders is they don't have a lot of meat inside, but the meat is very sweet. The hard shell have very good table presentation because their claws are so full of meat. Take the claw out. Look at the size of that claw. That thing is huge. Now there's actually some cartilage in here you gotta get out. It's right at the base of the thumb. If you squeeze in the middle, you can actually feel it. There's a piece in there. You can slide the claw right off of it. There's the cartilage. There's a nice lobster claw. Let's see if we can get into this other one. These big ones are a pain. In their defense, I am no expert at picking big lobsters. Like I said, usually we eat the small ones and shedders. Wow. pick hard. Make sure there's no cartilage in there. This one happened to come out on the thumb already, so this one's ready to go. All right, now I'll show you how much easier it is with a small one. Even though this isn't a shedder, they're still much easier because we can get the crackers on them. Just fold their knuckles back, go nice and gently, and a lot of times, especially if they're a softer lobster, you can take the meat right out through. It's not gonna work. I should have found a shedder for this. We'll do that in the next one. Or when you come stay here, I'll get you a shedder. The website, I will put a link in the description. It's Rest Ashore Cottages. We had these cabins open last fall. We spent the whole summer renovating them. 100-year-old cabins right on the ocean, a few miles from the harbor that I fish out of, and we renovated them all summer last year. We got them opened up and we rented to a few renters in the fall. Last January, a storm came through and smashed them all up. Moved some of the cabins 20, 30, 40 feet away from where they were sitting. So we spent the whole winter and part of the spring again fixing them up. We are just about to the finish line again. So you guys can head over to the website and book now and come up, get lobsters right off the boat, bring them back here and cook them in ocean water, just like you're watching us do right now. I was gonna show you how much easier these ones picked, and then I gave you an ad instead. Hold on, I'll show you in the next one. That's how easy it is. I can run an ad at the same time as picking a lobster. So you take your lobster cracker and you just go across the claw. And crack the claw open, break it open, and out the claw comes, just like that. I messed it up. I like this picker. It's got a little hook on it. You can go right in the back, come right in underneath, slide it right out. Don't let me down, hook. Come on, hook. Do what I said you can do. There we go. Look at that. We got a big, beautiful bowl of meat, and we got a lobster in the oven that's got a few more minutes left. While we wait for that to finish, we're gonna toast up a bun and make a lobster roll. I don't actually cook lobster rolls a lot. I'm pretty stuck in my ways of traditionally eating lobster, which I'll show you in just a couple minutes. But we're gonna give the lobster roll our best shot, and an important piece to the lobster roll is obviously butter. When you're cooking lobster, you can't go wrong with butter. So we're gonna get our bun toasted up, and a lot of people don't realize in most lobster rolls, the bun is the only hot part. The lobster is actually cold, and they kind of accent each other. Oh, look at that. All right, while we wait for the buns to toast, we're gonna mix up just knuckles and claw meat. We're gonna rip them up into small pieces, and we use just the knuckles and claws. At least that's what I use. Maybe some people use the tails, but the knuckles and claws are my favorite part of the lobster. The tails tend to be a little bit tougher, and when you're eating a lobster roll, you don't want to take a bite and have the whole thing come out. Claws and knuckles break apart into much smaller pieces. I guess if you had a knife, you could chop up the tails. It takes about 7 lobsters to get a pound of lobster meat. How many lobster rolls you get out of a pound of lobster meat is entirely up to you. Put a whole pound on your bun if you want. I don't care, as long as you share it with me. Mayonnaise into the lobster meat. I have no idea how much. We're gonna feel it out and see how it looks. If you love mayonnaise, you can go heavy. If you don't even use it if you don't want. We have this crazy idea that we've been scheming up. We think it would be super cool to break the Guinness World Records for the world's largest lobster roll and catch the lobsters that go into it. One of the hardest hurdles that we haven't overcome yet is figuring out how to make the bun, because I can't even remember. Do you remember how long that was?
270 something feet.
It's over 200 feet. You gotta make a continuous bun. So you need like an oven that can bake the bun, but we can definitely get the lobsters. So if somebody has any connections or any ideas on how to bring that bun to life, and maybe a cool location to do it, we'd love to hear your ideas in the comments. We're looking to partner with an ambitious baker who might be up to the challenge and the task of making a continuous roll that's over 200 feet long. I think we lucked out and we nailed this mixture right on the money the first try. I think it's perfect. All right, the buns are done. Let's get them loaded up. We have this lobster butter that we saved out from earlier. This stuff is so good. I don't even know what it actually is. I believe that it's lobster fat, but it has great flavors. This is nature's seasoning right here. No other seasoning. And for the finishing touches of the lobster roll, can you guess what it is? You guessed right. It's butter. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit right over the top. And I know there's 100 different ways to make a lobster roll, and this one probably looks pretty simple to you, but I'm not an extravagant chef. I think that the lobster butter is a nice touch. The regular butter is a nice touch. Here we go. That is so good. Man. It's up there with my traditional ways of cooking lobster. I'm not gonna lie, I don't often cook or eat lobster rolls, but I think I'm gonna have to start doing this more. If you come across that butter while you're cooking your lobsters, definitely set it aside and save it, especially if you're thinking about making a lobster roll, because I might have to start making lobsters like this more often. Here you go, Jeremy. That's good, isn't it? It must be the stove. I'm gonna show you the way that I like to eat them. We're gonna take the butter, dump it in a dish. You can use any vinegar, but this is what I had, so we're gonna cut the butter with some vinegar. Give it a stir. If you want to get real crazy, like you're not ashamed of how much butter you eat, take your lobster and put it in here and eat it like cereal. So we're actually going to compare also the small claw with the big claw. I don't suspect there'll be a lot of difference here because the smaller one is also a hard shell. Let's make our bowl of cereal. Actually, we can't. We're just going to dip it. We're going to skip the cereal step for now. I don't want to scare you guys away with how I eat. Here's the little claw. That's good. The little one was delicious. Dipping it in the butter, cut with vinegar is so good. You got to try it. Let's try the big claw. That's a monster claw. I don't think I've ever eaten a lobster claw that big. It's good. It's real good. The smaller one is sweeter, even though it's a hard shell. I can't tell the difference. Maybe it's just in my head. You'll have to buy one of each. Try it for yourself. And last but not least, here comes the experiment that I'm super excited to try and see how it is. It's been in the oven for, I don't even know. We lost track. We put it in at 350. It's 350 now.
Isn't that the heat, Jacob?
It's not, 630. I thought we put it in at 350. It should be done. I hear it sizzling in there. This is gonna be good. I'm telling you, this is gonna be, the new way everybody cooks lobster. I think the tail is gonna be better than the claws because I put like a pound of butter in the tail. Oh, smell that, Jeremy. Man.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
I'm telling you, no mess, no steaming. Steaming is great, but you're left with a kitchen that smells like lobsters, which I'm not trying to scare you guys away from buying and cooking lobsters. No, never mind. You can't go wrong when you cook lobsters. They're clean, easy on the kitchen, but I do think that this is gonna be cool. It's straight, look at how straight it is. Let's see if we can pick it out. Woo! We might wanna let it cool off. How excited am I? Take it right out of the 350 oven and go right to town on it. We're gonna have to wait for it to cool off. We'll be right back. And I don't know if I told you, but we got some cabins here you guys can rent.
They know. Let's get back to the lobster.
Here we go. The texture's weird. It's throwing me off a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, I can tell. Here we go. I think we overcooked it. It's good. It's good. The texture's just, I'm so used to eating steamed lobster. I've eaten steamed lobster my whole entire life. So to eat it any other way just seems weird. It is good though. I'll probably stick with steaming, to be honest. I'm bummed out. Thought we had something here. Jeremy, tell me what you think.
All right, yeah, we overcooked that, but it's super sweet.
It is good. The texture, I think if we did it, you can taste it. It definitely marinated. What if you did that before you steamed them?
Maybe.
So that way you get the steam texture and the marinated flavor.
Well, this usually is a little bit more chewy anyways. So I'm wondering with the claw being softer.
Let's try the claw. I was expecting a 9 out of 10 is the problem here. It's a 7 all day long. I just went into it with such high expectations that I left nowhere to go but be let down. Yeah, the vinegar, the flavor was great. I'm curious about trying this again, doing the same thing but steaming it, because then I think you get the best of both worlds. The claw, though, you might be right. We got some nice butter in there. Ooh, it's hot. Why didn't we open this up before? So while we wait, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. Let's check the claw out. Maybe the claw will come in at 9 out of 10. I don't think we have to worry as much about the texture of the claw like we did the tail. So maybe that'll save us. Texture seems good. Cut. No, it's not bad. I'm actually kind of surprised. Surprised both ways. The texture's good. This one didn't get the marinating flavor. I don't know if I loaded the tail with butter. This one still feels like it could be dipped in that tray of butter and it would be just fine. Jeremy?
You can taste it a little bit.
A little bit. Nothing like the tail. The tail, yeah.
It didn't penetrate as much.
The tail absorbed it. All right, so overall I was super impressed with the lobster roll. I don't eat lobster rolls much. Usually I eat it in my traditional way that you saw. So I still gotta say that the traditional way that I've grown up eating it is my number one. My number two was the lobster roll. And number three was this little experiment we've had that I still wanna continue fine tuning and experimenting with. The texture was the only thing off. I think we're on the right track. We're gonna find a new cool way to eat lobsters. And I think this would be fun to continue experimenting with to see if we can find some new unique ways to do it. But until then, get over to the website and come rest ashore with us at Rest Ashore Cottages. Okay. Now we're gonna shift gears to the most delicious fish in the ocean, in my opinion. But before we gotta do that, we gotta clean our palate. We don't wanna mix our crustaceans and our fish, although I'm sure that would be fun. We're gonna clean the palate just for safe measure. We're gonna do that using First Form, the beef sticks. These things are awesome, especially if you live a busy life, active lifestyle. 18 grams of protein in one of these sticks. And usually when you have a high protein meal, you can tell it's like, I don't know, it doesn't taste right. It doesn't taste good. These are delicious. I could eat a dangerous amount of these.
You have.
I have, yeah. You're not wrong. Especially on fishing trips. I pretty much live on these things now. It's the way to eat quick, easy meals on the go. Tastes good, gives your body what it needs. And then of course you clean the palate. Screaming freedom energy drink. 200 milligrams of caffeine, but it's green tea, all natural caffeine. Helps with mental focus and hydration.
And it's pretty tasty.
And it's really good. This one is cherry, lemon, and blueberry. It's one of my favorites. They have a bunch of different flavors. I've only tried creamsicle in this one so far. They're both really good. You're someone who drinks energy drinks anyway. Might as well switch over to First Form and have healthy ones. Along with snacks and energy drinks, they have protein powders, they have clothing, they have everything you could want for a busy lifestyle. If you work out a lot or you just work a busy job, spend a lot of time outdoors, they have everything you could need. Head on over to First Form. Thank you, First Form, for sponsoring the video, being a longtime partner of the channel. Let's get into catch and cook number 2 with our nice clean palette. Not only is this gonna be a catch and cook, but we're gonna attempt to do it on the smallest rods we can find at Walmart. It's heavy. Look, a shark.
He's trying to steal it, Jake.
It's all
Let's go, Jake.
We're attempting to catch and possibly cook the most delicious fish that swims the ocean. They get upwards of 200 pounds here on the coast of Maine, and they are beasts, and they are tasty. So like any logical fisherman, we decided, why not try to catch one on the cheapest fishing rods we could find at Walmart. Of course, we're not going with a little Zebco or something. We had to get something we at least thought stood a chance, although that might be an overstatement. So me, Tristan, and Cody are gonna be playing a little game while we attempt to catch one of these fish. Each one of us gets $150 to spend at Walmart on our setup. I've already got my rod. We need to go buy theirs now. And if one of us is able to land a legal fish on our rod, we get to keep it for ourselves. We can decide what we want to do with it. We can either sell it or we can cut it up and put it in our freezer. The fish can fetch upwards of $10 a pound, $12 a pound. And again, they can grow over 200 pounds. So one of us could be looking at a $1,000 to $2,000 prize potentially. The Walmart specials are our only means of catching a fish in this trip. We're also going to use the more traditional tub trawl. This is a 50 hook tub trawl. It's got a ground line inside of it, 50 hooks hooked in, and it spreads across bottom with a bait on each hook. We're going to tie 2 of these together, so we're going to set a total of 100 hooks on tub trawls. Also, at the beginning of the day tomorrow, while we fish with our rods, these tub trawls will set on bottom. After we're done fishing with our rods, we'll check the tub trawls at the end of the day, and any fish that's caught on the tub trawls will be shared between the 3 of us. So if we catch a fish on our poles, it's fair game. There are fish to keep, but if we catch one on the tub trawl, we all need to agree on what we do with that fish. We can either sell it, split the money 3 ways, or we can cut it up and put it in our freezers and divvy it up. The only other rules to the challenge is we're only allowed 1 fish, and it has to be over 41 inches. So if we catch a good fish on our rod tomorrow during the day before we haul the hooks, we're gonna have to let go all the fish that we catch on the hooks. I mean, after I catch my 150 pounder on my rod, we're gonna have to let go the rest. The only thing left to do is get to Walmart and get you guys some rods.
Oh, that's a beauty right there.
Is that the one?
I think that's pretty close, kid. How much is that one? How much?
55 bucks. So 150 bucks each might sound like a lot, but when we're fishing for this size of fish, we're gonna burn up 150 bucks fairly quick. We need 65 pound test at least. That's what I'm gonna go with, 65. This is 150 yards. I'm gonna need 2 of these. And these are 30 bucks a piece, right off the rip. The 80 pound test, 300 yards of it for 40 bucks. So I'm going with this. We're running into a little bit of a problem. There's not enough weight here to get the baits to bottom. All right, we have got it. We came in at $425, so we're under budget. I know this looks suspicious, but we did all end up having to buy the same rods. When you're fishing for a fish in the class of a halibut, 150 bucks doesn't really go far. So we all got the same deal because it was such a good deal. $55 for the reel and the pole combo. Can't go wrong there. Or it's gonna backfire, and we're gonna find out why they're so cheap. We've each got 80 pound test spider wire braid. We've got an assortment of hooks here. Everybody got different hooks. Cody, what do you got here?
Oh, that's just a special bait there. It's something I wanted to try.
Did you get it because it says caffeine on it?
Oh, definitely. Anything caffeine is good.
Caffeine shads. We got a little fluorocarbon leader that we each split 3 ways. 60 pound test fluorocarbon leader. We all had to get the same sabiki rigs, not because they were a good deal, because they were the only deal. They had no sabiki rigs to choose from. This is what we're going to use to hopefully catch our bait to catch our halibut. We got swivels to connect our leader. We split those also. And the biggest circle hooks Walmart had, big old 13-aught shark hooks. They're made for shark. We're gonna have to cut the wire leaders off of them. I would like to have 16-aught hooks for halibut, but these are gonna have to do because these are the biggest they had. These were $5 a piece. They also did not have any weight. Would like to have 24-ounce weight. Fishing this deep of water, we're gonna be fishing 200 to 300 feet. Where we're gonna be fishing also has a lot of tide. That tide makes it tricky to get to bottom, so a 24-ounce weight would have been ideal. We got 10-ounce jigs to use as weight. If these aren't enough, and for spares, we got creative and we hit the gym section and we got some 2.5 pound and 2 pound weights here.
This little gem right here.
What do you got there?
Oh.
You didn't show me that when we were in the store. That's
Special.
top secret.
Oh yeah, this is gonna make it work right here.
Does this happen to go with your other, your caffeine?
Yeah, I'm gonna put those right inside.
This one
the
says
caffeine.
nicotine.
Yeah, we'll get them all.
Oh, he's keeping it secret. He won't let me even see it.
it's top
We'll have to
secret.
show you later in the video.
Get him in the boat.
Let's get him in the boat. All right, it's now 4 a.m. We're taking the rods out to hopefully catch my first halibut on a rod and reel. For those of you that don't know, we actually have a lot of halibut on the coast of Maine. It's typically a tub trawl fishery, so we set tub trawls, 50 hooks that lay across bottom on a trawl, and that's how we typically fish for halibut. There's very little rod and reel fishing here. I only know a handful that have been caught on rod and reel. Not sure if this is going to be achievable, but we're going to give it our best shot. Here we go. Fish on, Cody! Yeah, fish on! Wait. Oh.
I got a Tristan.
It's just Tristan.
Oh, you just got the best looking fish in the sea, man.
Absolutely perfect morning. We just arrived where we're gonna fish. First step is we're gonna lay these 100 hooks across bottom. They're baited up on fresh pogies that we caught yesterday, and this is how we typically fish for halibut. Just as kind of a safety buffer. I'm pretty confident we can catch a halibut on the hooks. I don't know if we can catch one on those Walmart rods. I don't know what's gonna happen if we hook a big one on those rods. We might be in trouble.
I'm gonna say, that's gonna be a battle.
That might not be good. These things get over 150, 200 pounds. And if we hook into one of them, we're gonna be way underpoled. Tristan knows a lot about being underpoled. Me and Cody, I don't know, we're just not used to that. Look at that sunrise. Let's get these hooks out. All right. Fishy, 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 fishy. Come out wherever you are. They coming out all right?
Yeah, they're a little snug, but
There's stop.
getting them. There ain't much space between the hooks, I can tell you.
Are they already tied together?
Yep, Billy's got them hooked up already.
8 more hooks, Jake.
It's already tied to the end line too.
Last hook.
Stretch him out a little.
You can let it go, Cody.
Just wanted to stretch it some. We gotta cover a little more bottom, you know.
Tub trawls away. Man, this is just like a pond right here. I don't know if I've ever gone fishing on the ocean. Yeah, it'd be just this calm.
You feeling confident about that?
I think we'll have at least one off of that set. All right, now it's time to get the Walmart rods in the water and see what kind of mess we can make. Here he goes. Careful down there. There's big fishies looking for you. So I don't really know what to expect here fishing-wise. This is pretty uncharted territory for this part of Maine. Actually, pretty much anywhere in Maine. I've never really heard of too many people targeting halibut with rod and reel. Maybe catching one on accident here and there, but never going out for the sole purpose of trying to catch halibut on a rod and reel. It's probably going to be kind of slow fishing. The goal is to hopefully, for one of us to at least catch one. Did we ever set a punishment for if we don't catch one? What is it going to be?
Well, if we don't catch one, I'm gonna start smoking again.
Surely we can think of something better than that. Halibut are a flat fish like a flounder, so they spend their life on bottom and feeding on bottom. So we got big jigs. Right now we got a perfect chance. The tide is slack. We have a lot of tide right here, so it makes it challenging to get to bottom. Here in a couple hours, the tide will be running harder. For the time being, we're just drifting. We're bouncing our leads and pogies that we caught yesterday right off bottom, hoping that a big barn door hooks on. Halibut are probably my favorite fish to eat in the ocean. They are so good. If you've never had halibut and you get the opportunity to do so, highly recommend it. I'm staying optimistic about catching one on a rod, but I am always overly optimistic when I go fishing. I don't know if we'll be able to get one on a rod. I am confident in the hooks. We should be able to get one on those. How you feeling about your chances back there, Cody?
I feel like we have a really good chance. I just don't know if you have us in the right spot.
Where's that rod holder, Dad?
Dad, where's your rod holder?
Dad, why ain't the fish biting?
Dad, where are the fish?
My first impressions of the Walmart rods, they're not terrible.
It's a beauty. We haven't locked onto a fish.
Yeah, we haven't hooked a fish yet. Just the weight alone feels pretty heavy, so fish is definitely gonna put a strain on it.
I'm not saying it's going to be easy to bring in a 100-pounder, but
It'll be fun. You want to really crank the drag down.
right now it's not.
Yeah, you want to have it cranked, I think. So that way when they bite, you can yank on him.
You can snap your line off. I'll have mine so
Oh no, you got 80 pounds. You ain't gonna break that.
that 200-pounder's going to in a second.
No, your fish is only gonna be 40 pounds. You can
No,
bass.
stop
You
it.
can bass flip your halibut.
You've got it confused, bub. You're going to get the 40-pounder. We'll have to let yours go, but don't worry, I'll be here to save you. We'll bring one home.
Somebody's gonna get one on a rod.
I wouldn't even mind if it was Tristan.
Oh, easy now. Don't get crazy, Cody. Oh, I just lost the giant.
Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah, I believe you.
I think
Giant fib.
it might have been one of those rockfish, but it's all honesty, it's probably gonna feel like you're hung down if you get a good one. Until you break him off the
comes up
bottom.
a little bit
Yeah.
off the bottom.
Yeah. If you feel anything, you probably want to give it a yank.
Jeez. That looked like something was going on.
2 bites in 2 minutes. What are you guys doing back there? Oh man, a ball of herring just went under a mackerel or something. I got a fish.
You got something?
Yeah, I do. I got a fish.
All right.
I don't know what I got. Oh, fish on! Oh man, the halibut's gonna feel real big. A big fish. We're gonna be in trouble. This might not be too bad actually.
Could be a small
It
halibut.
could be a small halibut.
Oh, you're gonna be a wild fight. How far on something in there?
I'm halfway up probably. He's actually feeling better all the time. That'd be so funny if this is a halibut.
Could be,
In the first half an hour.
It could be.
It feels pretty big now. So the halibut got to be 41 inches to keep. I think it's a small halibut is my guess. What in the world? Wound up with Tristan.
We're both wound up with
It wasn't even a fish. It was Tristan's rod. Well, we have relocated from spot number 1. No luck on the rod and reels. The optimistic part of me was thinking, oh, we'll get one in like a half an hour. Piece of cake. Looks like we might have to earn them. And I've already lost 2 of our cod jig weight. So I'm now busting out the 2.5 pound plate. Fire! Ain't no way this doesn't work. Oh, we're going right along beautifully. But the only thing I can think is maybe those weights could spook them.
Maybe.
But I don't think so. They love weights on a tub trawl. Ooh, I don't know. I think I'm moving it. I'm lifting it. I don't know. It's coming up. I can tell you what, it's heavy. Holy cow. It's not kicking though. Wow. Holy cow. I am under-rodded. I caught a rock.
That thing held on to it, Jacob. The whole run.
How did you manage that?
My trophy. Wow. Big orange sea anemone. That was not worth it. Tristan's the only one to catch a fish so far.
Beauty herring.
Those are beauty herring. Those would be nice tuna bait. Those are the Walmart special sabikis, aren't they? Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
What you whipping up?
Little steak tatos.
Woo! Well, it's 10:30. What's going on here, Cody?
Oh, Bob, you picked the wrong spot.
I'm the only one that's caught anything off bottom here. I got a beauty rockfish, sea anemone, grabbed onto my hook, and I pulled it all the way to the surface. A 10-pound rock. I'm gonna mount it and put it on the wall.
That is a beauty rock.
That's a nice rock. I like that boulder. I am also nervous if we do hook a halibut what we're gonna do, because that rock is only about 10 pounds and my rod couldn't even touch it. And again, halibut get over like 200 pounds. The halibut hooks have now got 4 hours on them, so they should hopefully have some fish on them by now, because we are striking out with the rods. But I will say we are able to 10 bottom better than I expected. We're actually fishing pretty efficiently. We're dragging our baits right across bottom. We're hanging down occasionally. We're fishing good bottom. We have good bait. Tristan's caught some nice bait. We just can't seem to hook a flatfish for some reason. We're gonna keep trying here for a couple hours, hopefully hook into one. You got something?
Dipping up and down, bro.
You got something on there, bro.
Is it fighting?
Wow.
Come on, Tristan.
Holy balls.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Tristan.
What do you got, Tristan?
No, but
It's a halibut, isn't it?
I hope it is.
it's a workout, whatever the hell it is.
It's gonna be like a 12-inch codfish.
It is. It's not. I can already tell, like, it's not huge, but on this rod, I feel like I got jaws.
You feel how chintzy that reel is? The reel feels good until you put weight on it, and then the reel you can tell is pretty cheap. Don't lose him. Come on, pull on him.
Oh, yeah, he's pulling now.
It It's not wanting to fight, but when it does, it kicks hard. That's why it might be a halibut, but I don't know. He's definitely getting closer. Nope.
Whoa! Yeah! There he is. It's a halibut. Tristan, it's a halibut.
Let's go, baby.
That's awesome, Tristan.
You got one.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, buddy.
Let's go, Jake. First one, baby.
On a rod and reel. On a Walmart rod and reel.
Let's go.
I don't think he's going to go 41. Not even close, but no. Oh, he's close. No, he ain't going to make it.
36.
No. That's a nice fish. Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
You going to let him go?
Yep. He's too small, but let's let him go. Back to bottom, buddy.
Aren't them a funny fish swimming? Wow! Let's go.
That's
awesome. It's now 12:30. And Tristan has got us on the board. I think every fish that's come in this boat today has come off of Tristan's rod, actually. He's making up for the muskie trip. Everybody in the muskie video was saying, yelling at me for not letting Tristan fish. What you didn't see in the camera is that Tristan fished that whole time. I was just going to video him when he reeled one in, and he never reeled one in. He never showed up on camera fishing in that video. He's making up for it today. Unfortunately, the one he got today was just a little too small. It only needed 5 more inches to be a legal keeper. He could have sold it and kept all the money for himself. That's all right. We got time. We got time. It is 10 minutes to slack water. Slack water tends to be when the halibut feed the most. The ocean calms down, the feed comes up, but we have a hard running ebb tide, and the halibut don't seem to feed as good when the tide is running like that. So while the tide calms down, the halibut take advantage of it and they start feeding. So we are entering the afternoon slack tide right now. We're going to fish for another 30 minutes or so with the rods. Hopefully catch one over 41 inches. Then we're going to check our 100 hooks that we set this morning and see if we got anything there. After seeing Tristan fight that little 35-inch fish in, I have a bad feeling we would be in trouble if we actually hook into something big. A 100-pounder, especially a fresh one. Usually the fish that we catch are on those tub trawls and they'll hang on them. So we set those hooks this morning just after daylight, and we're not hauling them until like 2 this afternoon. So any fish that we catch will be on it, and it doesn't bother them. They just kind of kick around and move, and they tire themselves out before we haul the hooks. So a lot of times they'll be worn out before we get to them, whereas one on this rod and reel is going to be a fight. They're going to be fresh right off bottom, and I have a feeling we probably wouldn't even be able to get them off bottom. I'll let you know in just a few minutes. Guess I'm a catch and release kind of guy. I'll let my sea anemone go. I was going to mount it, but I think I'm going to let it go. All right, we put the rods away, and now it's time to get a barn door. We're going to haul up our 100 hooks. Hopefully, have a good one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see it. I see the anchor.
Yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah, first hook.
First hook, baby.
How big is he, Cody?
It's a counter, I think.
He's close.
He is close.
Oh, that is.
Oh, buddy, that's it.
Yeah, that's close. Our very first hook.
Wow,
That's a pretty good start.
That's gonna be close.
We gotta take a quick measurement on him. So unfortunately with the permit that we're on, we're only allowed 1 fish per day. So if we're only gonna keep one, I just assume keep a bigger one.
Yep, 39, 40.
That's not quite enough. 40, right on the money.
Yeah.
We got 2 small ones. You gonna let him go, Cody? I will.
Oh, quickly. Oh, yeah, there you go.
See you later.
See you, dude.
Now we need a legal one. All right, first hook, that's a good sign.
Feel any bigger?
No, he doesn't feel terrible.
You got gloves on. You can deal with this one.
All right, you're getting mad. Either that or I got 2 coming. There he is. That one's a keeper, I think.
How's he hooked?
Nice.
That's a keeper.
That's a counter.
There we go. We got a keeper.
Another?
Yeah, that one's like a flounder.
One. He's just a cute little bugger.
Go grow big, fella. We'll catch you in a couple of years. All right, let's get a big one.
Let's get a good barn door up here.
Oh, same as that other one.
Okay.
Pretty good one. Look, a shark.
What?
I got him. Look, he's right here. He's trying to steal it, Jake. He's staying right there. That's crazy. He kept coming to the back of the boat. He was after the fish, literally.
Yeah, he was.
Good eye coded. Look, catching halibut and catching sharks. Look at you.
We got sharks trying to eat our halibut. Fish on!
That's a big boy. I don't think we need to measure him.
So, see you in a few years, boy. Last hook. That's all she wrote. That was pretty good, though. Kind of discouraging, though, for the rods, because we've been fishing right here in this same area all day. That just confirms that we did drag bait past halibut several times throughout the day. We made out pretty good on the hooks. We got several little ones, and we managed to get at least one good keeper. Although again, we had to let most of them go. We're only allowed to keep one with the hand gear permit, so let's take it in. All right, we got our 47-inch beast. Not really a beast. These fish get a lot bigger than this. I remember when I was a kid, my dad caught one that was, I think, like 235 pounds. I haven't caught a 200-pounder myself yet. I've caught a few over 100. I was hoping to get one 100 today so I could show you guys a beast in the video, but now we got to decide what we're going to do with it. Now that the state season is closed, we could probably get $12, $14 a pound for that fish. We could probably get 600 bucks for it, 200 bucks each, or we could cut it up and we could put it in our freezers, or we could eat it before it even has time to freeze in our freezers. On the count of 3, everybody's going to throw out what they want to do with it. 1, 2, 3. Eat it. Eat it. Well, it's unanimous.
They make money every day, you know?
Right, that's right.
Oh no, I hate money. I love fish.
That's right. Without further ado, let's cut a slab off of this thing and lay it on the Blackstone, just like we did with the slime eels, except this time I think it's going to be a little more tasty. All right, so let me show you how we flay the fish. There's several different ways you can flay a halibut. I've seen a lot of different ways. The coolest way, I think, is the way up in Alaska. Have you seen that, Cody?
No, I
They
haven't.
start right here, and they go right around, and they go all the way across, and they take both flays off in one shot. Yeah, they don't even cut it in half right here. But we are not that skilled here in Maine, so we take them off 2 flays on this side, 2 flays on the other side. You can get 4 beautiful flays off of this fish, and they are so good. White meat. So you find this little high spot right here, right behind the gills. You can feel it like that, and you put your knife in right there. You then follow this line. There's a line that goes right down the backbone. You follow that line right down. See, the trick is to have a super dull red-handled knife. It's cut 4 miles of rope in its life. All right, so that's your first cut. Now, the stomach of the halibut is right here. You can feel it, actually. This is a little bit lower, this is higher, and I usually don't take the meat on top of the stomach. It's probably fine. So I come in here and go right behind the stomach and try not to puncture the stomach. I didn't nick it.
Nope,
I didn't
you did
punch
good.
it. Right by the edge of his stomach. All right. There's the flay on the stomach side. All right, so now we can go up a little higher on this side because there's no stomach. So we can go all the way up to his head almost. There is a little nape here, so there's some bones you gotta watch out for. You're gonna have to cut through them.
I do gotta ask, though, somebody in the comments that might work in the restaurant industry, how much they would pay for those, like what those go for.
Yeah, it would be interesting
Hey,
to know.
I was gonna say, it would. We know, obviously.
Selling them directly to a restaurant.
Exactly.
Look at that beautiful fillet of meat. That is nice. So then you just flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. So now you got your fillet, your beautiful fillet. You gotta get the skin off. And I'm not actually joking about this part. You do want a dull knife. A dull knife works better for this part than a sharp one. The sharp one just cuts through the skin on the bottom. So you flip it skin side down. You start right down here on the skinny side of the fillet, and you work right up the skin. You can poke a little hole here. Put your hand in for a handle. Lay your knife down nice and flat. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And if Cody did it right, it'll be beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect.
Look at that.
You did a great job on that, Jake.
That is nice. But I'm glad we decided to eat this, not sell it.
Smack it one more time for
Doesn't
me.
that look
Yeah.
so much better than a few Benjamins? We got one with skin and one without. We're gonna see if we can cook the skin right off.
Seems like it would fall right off, right?
I've seen salmon cooked that way a lot.
Yeah.
All right, let's feast. I should have learned by now not to trust Tristan, but here we go, Tristan. He's in charge of the seasoning. What do we got? Ooh, a little catch and cook, mango. This is from my buddy Jay. He makes content on YouTube and he makes these awesome fish coatings. We got Nick DiGiovanni's Osmo salt. Can't go wrong there. 2 good choices, Tristan. Some peppercorn. What is this, Tristan?
Mrs. Dash.
Dash.
You gotta have it.
Dash. Gotta have it. Don't know what it is, but you gotta have it. And then, of course, garlic powder and some butter. Here we go. The last time we did this was with slime eels, so the bar is set pretty low. Here we go.
Some mighty mango.
That stuff's so good.
Top it off with a little sea
A
salt.
little Osmo salt.
Wow, that's. I wish they could smell that through the
That
camera.
does smell some good. Yeah.
You didn't break it either.
No, but that burnt.
It's hot. All right, here he goes. The skin experiment. All right, we just flipped the skin one. And look at that, Cody.
Oh, yeah.
You were right. Should I leave it on there? We'll
Yeah,
eat right off the skin.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Oh my God, that looks so good.
Yeah.
Can you guys smell that?
I can smell it. I bet they can.
Woo! Smell that. You ready for this? A little hibachi?
You ain't gonna do it. You got it! You got it!
Yeah, buddy.
Hot though.
Patrick, open your mouth. I bet he can make it.
Oh man, they're good.
The one time I wish I wasn't behind camera.
That's my favorite fish. Nothing touches it.
Not even close.
I don't care what you say in the comment. While we did not succeed in catching illegal fish on the Walmart fishing rods, we failed that challenge. We did not fail the catch and cook portion of this video. If you haven't tried halibut and you ever get the chance to do it, do it. All right, so here's Cody's experiment of the skin-on halibut. You ever cooked it with skin on, Miles?
I can't say I have.
Tristan probably ruined it with the salt. It looks good.
Better and the same.
Yeah, I don't think I can really tell the difference. Can you?
About the same.
It's about the same.
They say you gotta find that bone.
Yeah, they say that the cheeks are the best part of the halibut, but I don't know how to cut them out, so I didn't want to embarrass myself on camera, but Miles said he didn't care about getting embarrassed.
embarrassing myself,
So he's showing you real quick how not to cut the cheeks out. I think he's cooking the brain.
There's a cheek right there.
Hey, that's not bad, Miles.
It is actually really good.
All right, thank you, Mr. Fish, for the full belly and the fun day. All right, so we're on our way to the most disgusting, nightmarish creature that comes out of this cold ocean. But before we get to that, let's catch and cook what I believe is the most underrated species to come from these cold waters, the Jonah crab. Get off of my boat! I think I'm gonna be the loser of the competition. 42. 4, 55, 56. Right there, that's perfect. That looks pretty good. What is wrong with that? All right, good morning and welcome back. This is usually the part of the video where I introduce myself and what we're doing as Maine lobster fishermen, and we're hauling 400 traps, but I've officially given up. I'm raising the white flag, and I'm just gonna consider myself a crab fisherman now. This year, the crabs have been absolutely relentless. We can't seem to get clear of them. They've taken over the bottom. We're usually lobster fishing, and usually this time of year is pretty good lobster fishing, but the crabs pushed in early summer, and they haven't disappeared for the whole year. We keep talking about them and talking about how much of a nuisance they are in all the videos in the past, but this video we're gonna focus on them a little bit more and talk about a little bit more in depth, like what they do that annoy us and bother us, the problems that they cause for us, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about the potential that they also bring now that they're here much more consistent. We might actually start trying to target them a little bit, maybe try to develop some kind of market where you guys can buy them directly from us. Hopefully we'll catch some cool stuff as we go. Hopefully we'll find a few lobsters, maybe some cool lobsters, maybe some cool colored lobsters, and definitely no shortage of crabs. Wait a second. There's a nice keeper male right there. That's what we're after. We've got 400 lobster traps to haul today. The fishing has been pretty slow, and this is the last month that we have to really make money, so we're usually fishing pretty hard, but this year's been an off year pretty much all year from the start. Crabs! Oh, Krabby Patty. So given that the topic in the theme of the video is crabs, we figured it would only be fitting to have another little competition. Oh, we're gonna put the crabs through a series of games. We did this in one of our last videos, but we did it with lobsters, and we're gonna do it the same thing today, except we're gonna do it with crabs. First one will be hanging them off a rope and see which one can hang the longest. That'll be the winner of round 1. The best 2 out of 3 will be the official crab champion of the day, and they'll be the prize winner of $500.
Cost money.
Figure
More money.
More money. We're gonna cook up the loser for lunch. All right. 15 traps left to find your crab.
All right, I got to back up just in case we get no good ones.
You got a name picked out?
Yeah, I already had it picked out right from the beginning.
All right. What are you looking for in your crab? Hard shell, soft one?
Hard shell that just is choosing violence today.
Okay. A hard shell that's got veins sticking out of his biceps. I don't think I would go for a huge one. That's a nice little one right there. He's hard. He's frisky too. He's mad. He's just ready to fight somebody.
There's Tristan all over us.
Tristan, if Cody have chosen their contenders, Tristan's got a hard shell. What made you choose that one? You think the hard shell is going to be the one?
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to be just hard enough. It's got good strength, but also plenty of energy.
It's a rugged lobster. Cody, you got a little softer one.
This is a crab, not
A little bit.
lobster.
He's
Yeah,
still got
that's a
some
crab,
strength
that's
to
right.
him. I think he's still pretty rugged, but he's gone into limp mode right now.
Have you guys named him?
I named mine Cody the Crab.
Cody the crab?
Mine's Stan.
Stan, all right. Cody and Stan, we got a little simpler crab names than we had lobster names. All right, so we're gonna do a competition every 100 traps. We've hauled 100 traps so far. The first competition of the day is gonna be hanging off the rope, similar to the lobster one. Whoever can hang off the rope the longest wins round number 1. Tristan's his crab's malfunctioning already.
Mine's in limp mode, but I think he's gonna get this one.
Round number 1, you ready? Go for it.
Get it, Stan.
Okay, let him go. Here we go.
We're on it.
Stan versus Cody.
Cody,
Come on,
hang on for
Stan.
your dear life.
That's kind of weird. I do kind of want Cody to win, but
I gotta say, Cody, you really want to lose?
come on, Stan.
Come on.
These guys are doing much better than the Lobsters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he ain't even gonna let go. He's just gonna hang there all day.
My arms are getting tired. I think I'm going to be the loser of the competition.
Wow, this is you gotta respect whoever now.
It could last all day. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta respect whoever at this point.
All right, we're going to bump the challenger. Oh!
Yeah! God,
Stan has won round number 1. Stan's a champion. Look at him.
That's my
Stan,
boy right there.
Stan is a beast. All right, we got to get back to work.
He'll let go later.
We'll pick up round number 2 at 200 traps. Let's get back to work. Get him in the boat.
You're lucky.
We should just hang Stan up somewhere and see how long he
I'm
goes.
just gonna set him in the
Look at
the rope.
him. Stan's a champion.
Oh yeah.
If you stuck your finger in that claw,
All right, use up all your energy for the
that would
next
hurt.
one.
All right, there you go. There's your crab back.
Oh.
So a lot of people ask if we're allowed to keep the crabs, and we actually are. The lobster license that we have has a crab license on it, so we're allowed to keep only lobsters and crabs with that license. The only regulation is a size regulation. I don't know off the top of my head what the size is. I think it's around 4 1/4 or something like that. Real quick to show you how to tell the difference between a male and a female. If you look underneath of them, there's this apron, this flap underneath. And if you look at the female, it's real wide across it. And if you look at the male, it's skinny. This is actually where the female holds her eggs, underneath that apron. Lobsters carry a lot of eggs, but the crabs blow them away. They have like, I don't know how many eggs a crab holds. Hundreds of thousands, I'm guessing. There's so many of them. It just looks like a little orange sponge. But the crabs, the reason they have so many eggs is because they only live about 5 years. When compared to a lobster, the lobsters live upwards of 100 years, which is pretty crazy that these guys are able to survive and thrive the way they are when they can only live 5 years. That's why they have so many eggs, I guess.
Get off my boat!
Get off the boat! Yeah, we got Cody and Tristan. Everything so far today has been pretty typical. Pretty standard day. We're catching crabs and a few lobsters. There's a little lobster. About the only thing so far that's pretty exciting about today is the weather. It's an absolutely beautiful day, especially for October. This time of year, the weather usually gets pretty tough. Cold and a lot of northerly wind, but today that's not the case. You would not know that it's almost November right now.
Oh yeah.
Must be about 50 degrees.
53.
53, water temperature's 51, not a breath of wind. Feels like an early summer day, don't it? Our hog rings are starting to let go. We usually try to keep the hog rings all on the same schedule, which means that they're all starting to let go at the same time. We gotta take a day one of these days and put hog rings in every single one. It's a bit of a time-consuming process, but we have to keep the hog rings in them if we want to catch anything, because the whole point of the hog rings is to hold this escape hatch in. This is essentially just an escape hatch in case a trap is ever lost. These hog rings rust away. Once they rust away, this door opens and lets everything inside of it out, and the trap just becomes habitat. It's good for the traps to become habitat once they're lost, but you don't want them just to be habitat while they're still attached to your rope. We want them to be trapped while they're still attached to the rope. Speaking of rope, Cody happens to have a nice new pair of boots on today.
Beauty, new pair of boots.
Why do you have new boots?
Well, I lost a boot the other day.
Cody got wrapped up in the rope the other day, which was quite an eye-opening, scary moment. That's the first time it's actually happened to the sternman on the boat to that degree. I've had it happen a couple times, but not like in a scary way. It was just a little grab, a little pull. Cody got it pretty bad the other day, to the point where it pulled him all the way back to the back of the boat. And by the time we did get the boat slowed down in time before he got pulled overboard, which was good. But as soon as we got the boat slowed down, ripped the boot right off of his foot. He's got a purple ankle.
Yeah.
It was
Pulled out my heel and took some skin off on the way, but it didn't break and I'm still here.
a learning lesson, right?
Yeah. Keep your feet planted. Don't put your feet up around the rope. Be in it.
Oh, whoa! There's trap number 200. Halfway through the day. Got a nice punch tail there. Somebody notched her in the past. Even though she doesn't have eggs, she's still protected. We gotta let her go. Crab, 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 crab. These little annoying ones. Another punch tail. See, she's actually pretty freshly shed. We're catching a lot of punch tails and a lot of horn dogs, which is not a good sign. Acts like the year is over. All right, competition number 2. Let's go. Cody the crab versus Stan.
Pick up, Cody. We got a haul.
Stan,
I think he's ready.
tears go pouring out my window.
We got some weight to lift. No biggie for you, though. You got this.
All right, so round number 2 of the competition. I said we were going to do one every 100 traps, but That would put us at 4 competitions for the day, and we need to do 3 because we're doing the best 2 out of 3. So we're gonna do 1 here and then 1 at the end of the day. Round number 2 is weightlifting with a wrench. We're gonna see whose crab can hold on to the wrench the longest, similar to the hanging competition, but we got a stopwatch. They're gonna hang on to the rope. Whoever hangs on the longest is winner of round number 2. Cody, would you like to go first, or would you like Tristan to go first?
I'd like to go first in case he decides to go to sleep.
Okay, here we go. Hook him on when you're ready.
All right.
And I'll let the wrench go. You got it?
Yep.
There he goes. Timer started. Boy, he's rugged, ain't he?
Come on, Stan, you got this. He's not even worried about it.
He's not even trying. He's like, is there something on the end of this rope? Stan's a champ. Stan is a champ. 29 seconds. Stan is not even budging.
Like a rock.
Cody, you see this? This is a champion's mentality right here. Your life is quite literally on the line. The loser of the competition is lunch. We're actually gonna cook up a handful of them. We're gonna eat the crab claws and we'll show you what they look like, our reaction to eating them. Creeping up on 90 seconds here. Well, Stan is making light work of this. We're creeping up on 2 minutes now. I think Stan's gonna go all day. If we make it to 2 minutes, we're gonna stop and regroup. We're gonna take the rope out of Stan's claw, put it in Cody's claw, and let Cody see if he can make it to 2 minutes. If Cody makes it to 2 minutes, this is confusing. I'm talking about Cody, the crab, not Cody, not the human. All right, 2 minutes, take it out.
You win, Stan.
He didn't technically win yet. We're gonna let Cody have a chance. We're gonna, if we can get it. Okay.
He doesn't play around.
Stan is a warrior. If Cody, the crab, can make it to 2 minutes, then we're gonna have to up the weight. We're gonna have to go to something pretty heavy, because Stan's a champion.
The scary part, trying to get him to open his claw. Get in there good.
You got it. You on?
Yeah.
All right. Time has started. Cody's grabbing on with 2 claws.
What are you doing?
Just because I chose you.
Cody didn't get the memo of what was on the line. Cody only made it about 9 seconds. Stan's the champion. Stan, we can let Stan go free if we want. Or do you want to hang out with him for the day before we let him? Or you can do whatever you want with Stan.
Wow.
You can mount him and put him on the wall if you want.
I think if we just hung a rope in the wheelhouse and let him hang off it.
Why don't we hang him out over the side of the boat on a rope for as long as he can go? And Cody the crab is going to be lunch because he's useless for anything else. All right, Cody. Stan the crab. There you go.
Stan. Oh, he don't want it.
He doesn't like money either.
Wow, he is my buddy. No,
He's like,
I don't
no,
want that.
I'll lift weights, but I don't want money.
You don't want the money. I guess I'll have to take it, Stan.
Cody's the winner of the $500. We got to figure out how we're gonna hang.
That's a weird crab right there.
He's built different. No!
One more and you're out of here.
That's 2 strikes on me for the day. Somebody said in the comments in the last video that if I strike out, Tristan gets to throw me overboard. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's a good idea, but it's also a bad idea.
I thought that.
We could do it.
Right off this.
Right off the roof? You get to throw me off the roof?
Leave your oil gear on and I'll hang right onto him like a set of overalls. Just...
All right, we're getting back to work. We're gonna hang Stan up to see how long he can hang because we didn't actually get to see in the last competition. Oh, he's going free.
Stan, if you just let go this time, you're going to be free.
Stan can go home anytime he wants now. I don't think he's even holding. He's just hanging right now. His claws are open. Look at him. There he goes.
Hi, Stan.
See ya, Stan.
You did good.
200 traps to go.
It smells cool.
Does smell good. For being 6,000 years old, it's still got a pretty good scent.
Smell pine there.
Nice pine limb. All right, we gotta get back to work. There is one full of eggs. As I was mentioning earlier when we were talking about the crabs, this one is fresh eggs. They're about 10,000 eggs per pound of lobster, so this is about 1.5 pounds lobster. So around 15,000 eggs on that one. And the reason they have so many eggs is similar to crabs is because very few of them actually survive to adulthood. So they have to have a lot of them to make sure that some do make it. Only about 2 or 3 out of 50,000 eggs will survive to grown adults. That V-notch protects her. She's now safe to go breed for the rest of her life. No fisherman can keep her now that she has that notch in her tail. And again, we've been doing a little signature V-notch. Comes in at like a 45-degree angle from the side. Kind of a unique notch that nobody else does. So we can keep track of them and see when we recapture them. We've already recaptured quite a few. And I'm curious to see if maybe some other fishermen will let us know that they caught them. So if you're a fisherman watching this and you come across one, shoot me a message on Instagram or somewhere and let me know. Get off the boat! They're out of control. 2 lobsters hiding in there. 3. They're all junk. Let's count it. Usually we dump them when they're this full. We're gonna get a count out of a few of these so we can kind of get an average of the amount of crabs we're getting per trap, and then we'll multiply it by 400 to try to get a rough idea of how many crabs we caught today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 42, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Granted, that one had a lot in it. That's not the average, but I would dare say the average is probably somewhere around 20. We're gonna haul a few more. We'll see what kind of average we can get. But if you figure it's around 20 per trap, we are right around 250 traps hauled for the day. We have 400 to haul, which would put us somewhere around 8,000 crabs for the day. Thrown off the boat.
Oh, no, you got that. I asked Cody if I could do the crabs as they're going when you go.
Yeah. This one is probably closer to the average. Hey, there's a keeper with no claws. We can keep lobsters with no claws. Most of our lobsters get sold wholesale to processors anyway, so they don't really care if they have claws or not. They're just cooking them and getting the meat. But these are not the ones that we sell to Luke's or any retail location. These are the ones that go to the retail locations that you guys purchase. Good 2-clawed lobsters. All right, let's get a count out of this one. I'd say this is pretty close to the average for the day. Maybe a little under average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ow! 22, 23, 24, 24. Definitely, we're at like a 30 average. That one was pretty light on crabs. I'd say we're about 30, which would put us at 12,000 crabs if we're hitting 30 all day long. I think that's about right. 12,225 crabs today. Not counting the ones in Tristan's oil pants. All right, listen, we gotta have a little conversation here. I know you guys like the bait that we're putting in the traps, but I would really, really appreciate it if you'd stop eating our bait. Stay out of the traps, stay out of my boat, stay out of my life. Don't look at me, I don't want you guys near me. So go ahead and tell all your friends, all your family to just stay away. Pretty simple. So please, 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 would you just get off of my boat? Could someone tell me what these little things are? We see them all the time. We talk about them all the time. But I actually have no idea what they are. They're a little bug of the ocean. They evidently crawl on bottom. They live on bottom. And they're a weird looking thing. They literally look like a little insect. Centipede looking thing. Let us know. What's the name of them?
22.
What was it? 22? 32. We're hitting right around the 30 average for crabs. The sucky part is like 3/4 of them are too small to even sell if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like that whole trap is pretty much junk crabs.
You can keep
that
that
one right there. We got 1, 2. Right here's another one.
Counters. The rest of it wouldn't even matter.
No, 2 pretty good crabs. Ah! Beauty. Yeah, that's better. We're running out of the crabs and the bait staying. We hit a line. All right, here is trap 300. We're beginning to keep an eye out for some crabs to cook on the way home that are good eating. These ones are too small. You can see they have pretty small claws. That one's actually regrowing a claw, Cody. I just got done saying earlier today we haven't noticed one regrowing.
Yeah.
They don't live.
Soft though, yeah.
They don't live very long, so they don't live long enough to really regrow a claw like a lobster does. But that one actually is. Here's a couple bigger ones. These ones look like they're pretty good eating, especially this one. This one's a softer crab, so it'll be a little easier to pick out, which is what we want. This one you can see has a little darker claws. It's a hard shell crab. This one's a little harder to get open. We got 100 traps to go. Let's get them in the boat. Lobsters, not crabs. Ah!
You weren't as close as I wanted you to be.
All right, we are getting close to the end of the day. I got 3 buoys left. That's only 3 more chances to strike out. The game has been officially introduced to the boat, the strikeout game. If I miss more than 3 buoys in a day, that's officially a strikeout. Tristan and Cody are going to throw me overboard. Today, I'm at 2 strikes, but we're going to continue playing that game. I don't know really how I feel about that one, but I guess if they're going to play games, I got to play games also. So 3 more chances today. 1 more pitch left in the ball game. It's the bottom of the 9th. I got 2 strikes on me. Full count, actually. Eye shot. Okay. Eyes closed from here.
You're gonna hit a walk-off and you're gonna lose the game.
Eyes closed from where? The last pitch of the game. Here she comes. Ah!
For the win!
Too easy.
out of here!
We had a hunch that we were gonna get a blue lobster today. We haven't got him all day, so he's gotta be in one of these last 2 traps. I don't see him in that one. 1 trap to go. Someone hauled him, took the blue lobster out, left the crabs. It's the final countdown. That's a good crab to cook right there.
Like here?
Yeah, that's a beauty.
That's a cooker.
Oh, I ain't gonna catch one in this trap. Don't look at this trap. This trap's a mess.
Don't look at it.
It's all strung up and zip tied up.
Don't let him dog me like that, honey. It's all right. You're still doing good.
We caught 1 lobster. There's 8 zip ties in that trap. All right, there goes the last one of the day. We're gonna get the boat cleaned up. We're gonna put some crab claws in the hot tank for the ride home. The hot tank runs at about 187 degrees. Usually if you cook them at home, they only need to cook like 5 minutes. So since we're cooking them at a low temperature, we're gonna let them cook probably for the whole ride home. Once we get in, we'll sell our lobsters, get some bait for tomorrow, fuel up for tomorrow. We'll try eating some of these crab claws cooked in the hot tank. The freshest crab catch and cook you can get. The horn dog's actually doing pretty good. We've been changing his water out. We're gonna have our crab claws and then we're headed home to let him go in the tank. Oh yeah, these are done. Nice bright red. Taking you start of the knuckles and you fold them back against themselves. You go nice and gentle and the whole knuckle meat will come right out. Right there, that's perfect. Huh?
Jeez, that looks pretty
What
good.
is wrong with that?
Better slurp that down before I do.
Then there's a piece of cartilage in the middle of the meat. You just bite on and slide it off. That is really, 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 really good. Slightly undercooked, but it's all right. You want to try some? Is it really, 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 really good? These claws might be a little tricky to get into. We got no hammer. Look at that. There's a piece of cartilage in the middle of that. You just bite onto it and you slide it right off. No, you can't touch it though. You can get what Cody didn't get?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Seem to be lacking some heat. I can't really bite on.
You can't really bite on and slide it off. Tristan, you want one?
As long as you feed it.
Falling off a little bit.
Can't even lie to you.
Just like a dog.
Look at the juice running off that thing. I can't even do it now.
Come here, you can sit. Sit.
I wasn't gonna let you pull it away that time.
Sit. All right, here you go. I won't mess you up this time.
I'm gonna say I've worn more than I've eaten.
Slightly undercooked, but they're good.
They are so good.
Next time you go to a seafood restaurant, try some Jonah crab claws. At some point, we're gonna set up a way that you guys can buy the crabs directly from us. That one's perfect. Look at that. I wish that somehow you guys could taste that through the camera. Know that I'm not lying, because it is really, really, really good. So let us know in the comment, anybody that's interested, if there was a way to purchase the crab claws directly from us, whether they're cooked or uncooked, maybe even picked crab meat. If the interest is there, we're gonna put it into place because we're throwing them over all day long. They're eating our bait. They're just a nuisance at this point. So it'd be nice to make lemon out of lemonade or crab rolls out of crabs. All right, we've now eaten 3 species that I consider to be very good, and we're getting into dangerous territory. We're staying in the crab category for catch number 4, but it's a crab that I've never really heard of anybody trying to eat. So there's a lot of question marks around this crab. It's an invasive crab, and I honestly have no idea how this is gonna be. We're catching and cooking the most hated crab in the world.
You think we should really do that?
Not those ones. I'm not gonna reveal what the crab species is until we catch one, so we're gonna give it a try. We're actually fishing for them with fishing rods, which might be a bit unorthodox. You don't fish for crabs very often with a fishing rod. If you go anywhere in the shallow waters of Maine, these things are everywhere. They're an invasive crab. These crabs are actually destroying a lot of habitat for the native Maine lobster and a bunch of other species as well. They're taking over all of the shallow water without any kind of demand. No volume of them will be taken out of the water. So today's mission is to see how they taste. I've never heard of anybody trying to eat one of these crabs. I actually kind of think they're gonna be good, to be honest with you. I don't know why. And we're actually gonna cook them right here on the Blackstone. So we're gonna throw some squid out, let them lay on bottom. We're kind of also at the same time fishing for stripers. Hopefully we can catch some crabs and or stripers, lay whatever we catch on the Blackstone, cook it up for dinner, and see if we can create some kind of demand for these invasive crabs. If they're good, who knows? Maybe we can make our own market for them. They'll be cheap. It's always fun experimenting with stuff like this. Those ones are too small though, Cody.
Well, I got 2.
You could just eat them like cereal. Here, chuck him back here.
Hey. Oh, he's frisky.
All right.
Oh, he's ready to square up with you.
Look at him, they're so fast. You know what's funny is they remind me a little bit of the Maryland blue crabs. I wasn't gonna reveal what the crab species was yet, but here they are, the green crab. This is a little tiny one. They do get bigger than this, but not a lot bigger. That's probably one of the reasons there's not a lot of demand for them, because I'm assuming there's not a lot of meat. It's gonna be more like a crawfish meal, where you gotta pick through a lot of them to get any amount of meat out of them. We got any guesses on how they're gonna be?
I think they might be semi-sweet.
I think they'll be pretty good. What do you think, Cody?
I really hope they're similar to a bay crab.
A bay crab.
Wouldn't that be good?
A bay crab would be good. We also have another crab here. It's a bay crab, and they're in shore waters, and they're one of the species that these guys are running out. Bay crabs are delicious. We have Jonah crabs, so we have several different species of crabs, but this one is an invasive species, and they are bad news for the coast of Maine. We're gonna find a purpose for them. The stripers also eat them.
I wonder how they are raw. Give it a go.
Raw? Bite his claw right off.
I was just kidding. Don't do it.
These things have been around since I've been around, and I've never heard of anybody eating them. This is gonna be an absolute Hail Mary. They're probably gonna be disgusting. I'm assuming somebody tried them at some point, and they just decided never to try it again because they're nasty is my guess. But I don't know how they can be nasty. What comes out of the ocean that's nasty?
Just slime eels.
Slime, just slime eels, that's right. All right, well, let's get fishing. We're gonna get some rods in the water, see if we can catch some stripers and a few large green crabs. It's gonna take a handful of these guys to have dinner, so let's get to it. You got him, Tristan?
Don't know. Is that seaweed or a crab, Jake?
It's a crab. It's a handful of crabs. Oh, you got a big one, Tristan. That's a beauty.
Oh, man.
Ready? One.
Just lift them right up. They're not gonna let
Grab the
go.
line.
Well, you can see why these things are invasive. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Those are beauties.
You doubt me, Jake.
That one right there is huge.
You guys are doubting me. I know how to catch a crab.
Tristan, you are good at catching crabs. Well, we've only been fishing now for a couple minutes and Tristan's already got a beauty. These things are so much faster. Oh, it's a soft shell one. Look at that thing. That's a beauty. You're telling me that's not good?
That's gotta be good.
How is that not gonna be good? There's no way that's not gonna taste good. I guess we can try to cook his body too, right?
I might stick with the claws myself.
Start with the claws, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm letting them go. I just talked about how harmful they are and I'm letting them go. All right, that's only one. We need about 50 more of these things if we're gonna have a meal for dinner.
There's a few more on there.
These are all little ones.
That one on the end does it.
That one's not.
Yeah, that one will work. That's not a bad claw. I'm telling you, I think we're onto something here. I think this is an overlooked seafood. Everybody just scoffs them off, but I bet they're good. So we actually have a handful of fresh squid that we caught. Well, we didn't catch them, but Tristan's dad caught them. We could actually lay some of these on the Blackstone. We got quite an assortment of stuff that we could cook on the Blackstone. So we're already off to a decent start. Tristan's the crab catching king. I got a beauty crab.
Yeah, let's say.
There. We gotta bite the bullet and go take a peek out there and see if there's any stripers out there. I'm surprised there's no stripers in with those.
Right?
Man, this was full of stripers on low tide last time. I got a crab. He's gonna try to rip the tentacles off of my squid. You know how you could hammer these things? You ever seen those blue crab trot lines, they call them? Look at this crab eating this squid right in front of me. He's putting it right to him. This is probably the spot to catch the crabs right here. Just drop it straight down. Oh, look at this beauty right here. Oh yeah. You can pretty much see why they're a problem when you're catching them on a fishing rod. They're eating, this is crazy. He just ate that right in front of my face. It's the funniest thing, you can watch these things eat. They'll eat right in your hands. That'll tell you how aggressive they are.
That's amazing.
That is funny. A lobster would never do that. Not while you're holding on to him. He's like, oh, I'm about to get eaten. I'm gonna eat anyway. So these green crabs are actually European crabs. The theory on how they got over here all the way from Europe is back in the 1800s actually. And they think that they came over in the ballast tanks of the old ships, which is kind of crazy that these crabs are descendants of crabs. Oh, I just saw striper roll right there. Not even joking. And now, as you can see, they are everywhere. I gotta try to get this out there because that was a striper boil right there. Oh, never mind, it was that shag. I'm an idiot. We've been fishing all day, you know, clearly I'm starting to go crazy. We got a good little stockpile of green crabs going. Yeah, that's a beauty. That's a nice claw. We've been fishing for about 6 hours. No stripers. We do have one little surprise. We cheated a little bit and grabbed it at the grocery store. Oh, jackpot.
That's a big
Look at those, that's a beauty too. We don't know actually how big these crabs get. That one's actually pretty good. Look at that thing. They're so fast. One of the big problems with these things is they're extremely aggressive. They take over everything. They've decimated the clam populations in places. They eat the clams, seaweed, baby lobsters. They eat almost everything. And they're actually extremely smart. They've put them in labs before, and they've observed them using tools and memorizing mazes and getting out of traps. So they're insanely smart little guys.
Hear that, Cody? We'd be green crabs if we were creatures.
Yeah. So you combine their speed with their numbers and their brains, and they're a deadly combination to take over the shoal waters of the coast of Maine. That is until now, when we find out that they're delicious and we start selling them. This one is green, but they actually come in several different colors: yellow, red, orange. I'm kind of excited to try them. I don't see how that claw can be bad. They look a lot like a Maryland blue crab, just smaller.
How are you gonna cook it though?
Put them on the black stone, we lay some butter down, get it good and hot, and we cover it with a bowl so that way they steam inside the butter juices. I don't know if there's any meat inside of the body of this thing or if it's just gonna be a little bit in the claws. Oh, I think I got a big one, Tristan. Oh, look at that, it's covered.
You can't even see the squid.
You can't. You can see how a lobster would die in here. These things are like zombies. It's like a zombie apocalypse in the shoal waters of Maine. Look at that. Oh, we lost the little ones, but I got the big one. All right.
Heads up, you're about to get pinched, bud.
I have a feeling those things can bite too.
I bet they can, yep.
For dinner, I'm hoping we have more than just green crab. I take that back. We did bring one thing for dinner, one very good thing for dinner that is gonna go with the green crab. I take that back. Now again, we got two things to go with the green crab, but on top of those two things and the green crab for dinner, I would like to lay a striper fillet on the black stone as well and have a feast. We're doing pretty good in the green crab department so far. I think we have enough for dinner, and we're gonna actually pull out one of the things that we brought and have it for a little appetizer on the black stone. Tristan, what do we got?
What do we got now? We got some fresh center loin.
Fresh? You got something to tell the camera?
We got some deer
Deer season was like 8 or 9 months ago, Tristan.
My eyes
How do you have fresh deer meat in July?
Sorry. We got last year's deer.
Last year's deer meat. As fresh as you can get for July.
Exactly.
We got some tenderloin out of the 90-pound lamb that Tristan shot last July. Appetizer coming up for dinner. First on the menu is the tenderloin. Second on the menu is the striped bass, assuming we can catch one. Third on the menu is the surprise item that we caught. Yeah, we caught it in the grocery store. And then for the grand finale for the night is going to be the green crab to top things off. The most hated crab in the world. There's the appetizer. We're setting ourselves up for failure. We can only pretty much go down from here. And it's blowing 800 miles an hour.
A nice 30-mile-an-hour gust to come around.
Honest to God, it's blowing 35 the whole time we've been out here. We thought we were gonna have a nice relaxing afternoon, but Tristan's the best deer meat chef this side of the Mississippi. Appetizers are done. Deer meat, here we go. Woo! I had elk the other day for the first time. Holy cow, I gotta go get an elk. That was good. This is good too though. I've been informed this is my last cast because they know me. And I'll be right here all night. We'll miss dinner and the sun will go down. I'll be still here trying to catch a striper. And we're gonna start cooking. If I get the striper right here, it's gonna be a long night, fellas. And if I don't, it probably is also. Last cast. Oh, I'm not even making this up. There's a whole pile of stripers going in right now. Right behind us.
You're lying.
No. There's a school of them swimming right at. Oh, I don't know what Cody got going on. He just shut the whole entrance right off. They could be, I guess, a bunch of jellyfish. I don't know what they are. Something going in. It could be that seaweed too, I suppose.
Yeah, a bunch of seaweed.
All right, I'm reeling in my last cat. Can I take one more, Dad?
No, son, we gotta get home.
Let's get cooking. All right, so here's the plan. We got them in a stainless bowl. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter in the bowl, and we're gonna put, here we go. Give them about 8 minutes.
Yep, that'll do it.
They're turning red.
Quick.
I think it's gonna be good. So the idea is we got the water that was in the bowl and the butter that was in the bowl is all trapped underneath the bowl and it's steaming. So we're essentially just steaming them, but we're also getting a little bit of char from that black stone. I did this with a lobster last week and it was delicious. I think this is a cool way to cook. There's not much mess. You don't need to deal with a kettle or a cooker. Just lay them on the black stone and go to town. I think they're gonna be good. I really do. I'm pretty confident. They're steaming.
Yeah, they're steaming.
It smells good. You smell? Oh, you guys can't smell it.
No, can't smell it up here.
All right, it has been 8 minutes. They smell good. It smells delicious. I am not gonna lie, it doesn't look delicious. I've seen a lot better looking seafood. I don't know if they're done either.
Maybe another couple minutes.
Give them a little bit.
That one doesn't look half bad. I mean, it's. I don't.
That's a tester.
Oh, look at that meat.
Oh, hey now. Now I've got a little hope.
I think they're done. It smells good. Before we try it. Oh, I got a beauty right here. This one's a big one. Oh, this is a different one. Wow. We got some snow crab. Nice. All right. Well, now we can compare the snow crab with the green crab. Alaskan snow crab. Would you have it? We got 2 invasive species up here. Something got the other half of him. I'm just joking. We actually bought it at the grocery store. We couldn't resist. We had a little grocery run before our fishing mission, and these were laying on the shelf. So we figured if we're going to have green crab, we might as well have a good crab to compare it to. So we're comparing snow crab to green crab. Probably one of the world's favorite crabs with the world's most hated crab. I don't think I've ever eaten snow crab.
I have.
Yeah? Is it good?
Oh yeah.
Look nasty, but that crab meat, that meat right there doesn't look terrible. Am I giving it the first taste?
You got it.
All right, we ready? I think it's a little undercooked. They're not. They're actually pretty good.
Not a delicacy, but not bad.
Well, I haven't really got enough meat to give you an honest review yet.
What do you think, Cody?
Really? It's bad.
Here we go. This one's a beauty.
The flavor is stronger. Oh,
It's like a crawfish version of a crab.
look at that, huh?
That bite was good. You'd be a little while getting a crab roll out of them.
I'd say you would, but that's not bad.
The bigger ones are better,
Yep, that one was good.
which usually isn't the case. No, they taste fine.
Thanks for giving me the one right off the oil.
That one's hot.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that is just like crab.
Just like crab. It is crab.
Obviously, but I mean, it tastes like a normal crab.
Yeah, I mean,
It'll be interesting to compare it to that.
Just takes a lot more meat.
it's like a crawfish.
No,
It's really not that good looking, but it's not bad.
We're a little undercooked, but we've at least proven it. Like maybe the next round we'll set a trap and try to selectively get some bigger ones. How about the bodies?
Or get one of your buddies to come get. One of your chef buddies.
Even a rock crab, I don't know how to get all the meat out of that.
I don't think I'm going to try that.
It's all gills, ain't it? Yeah.
They're actually pretty good. If you sat down to a bunch of them cooked right, it's like a crawfish boil. All right, now for the snow crab. I've never tried one of these.
I think you're gonna fall in love there, but yeah.
I tried king crab. I wasn't super impressed with king crab. It's good, but it's crab. I won't lie to you. If you blind taste tested me, there's not that much difference in those two. It's just hard to get meat out of the green crabs. This tastes more like Jonah crab, I guess. These are good. Oh, you get a lot more meat out of these for sure. That's pretty good.
Black meat's pretty good.
That snow crab's pretty good. But the exception with the snow crab is that you can get a lot more meat out of them. Let me go back to the green crab. The green crab is arguably just as good. It's saltier. Those green crabs are good. I'm actually surprised there's not a market for them. I think you could get pretty quick at it too. It'd be like crawfish, watching people eat the crawfish. I could sit down to a plate of these. It'd be like a social food. And you just pick away. I came into it with high expectations, and I gotta say it actually exceeded my expectations. Cody said that they were good as well. And part of what's getting me too is like the thought of it being a green crab and knowing that it's a green crab.
Right.
It's hard to make yourself, like your brain wants to say it's nasty, but.
If you offered me 3,000 of those raw versus the slime meal, I'd still.
Much better than the slime eel. All right, the moment you have been waiting for, the most disgusting, nightmarish creature to come from these cold waters, the slime eel. That ain't good. We might tap out on this one. Yes, it's as disgusting as it sounds.
Why would anyone eat this?
So here goes nothing. Look at all the slime coming out. Oh, it's full. Ah! Oh my God. Cody, you still have no idea what we're grabbing?
No.
Are we going eeling?
I'm still confused, Jim.
Are you excited? Or?
No, I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how to feel about this.
Go find out.
All right, today we are attempting to catch one of the creepiest creatures in the ocean. They have been known to kill sharks. They are scavengers of death on the ocean floor. If Stranger Things took any inspiration from any creature in the world when they created their show, I think it was from these creatures here. Tristan, you have no idea what we're fishing for yet.
I'm gonna say either a type of eel or puffer fish, but I've never seen a puffer fish.
Okay, Cody spoiled it. He looked it up on the ride out what we were fishing for. So as creepy and nasty as these things are, they are actually a delicacy in some parts of the world. So if we're able to catch some, we might even pull the Blackstone out and try cooking them up and see how they taste. But first, we gotta see if we can even catch them. I've never caught them myself, Tristan. I don't think you guys have ever fished for them. Tristan doesn't even know what we're fishing for. Drum roll, please. We're gonna give a big reveal of what we're fishing for here. A hagfish. Oh! Also, more commonly known as a slime eel. So a slime eel is a nasty creature that lives on the bottom in depths of 600 to 800 feet, and they scavenge the death of the ocean floor. Nasty. They are basically living fossils. They have no bones, and they have not evolved for 300 million years. They're older than dinosaurs. They're just a creepy creature. So you may be wondering how these creatures were able to survive for 300 million years in the ocean with all the things that should be able to eat eels. And the secret to these things being able to survive is quite nasty. They actually have a defense mechanism. They release a slime into the ocean, and the slime is absolutely disgusting, terrifying. And I feel like Stranger Things also had slime creatures, didn't they? Some of the creatures that they had in the show produced slime. So these things quite literally remind me of creatures from Stranger Things. So there's a few reasons we're trying to catch these today. One of them is just to simply share them with you. And I've always been curious about catching them and seeing them in person. I've heard a lot about them, and there's actually a small fishery for them. I've also been curious if we can use them for lobster bait. A little later this year, as the water cools off, the lobsters will head for deeper water. We'll chase them into deeper water with our traps, and when we do, these creatures become a problem because we'll bait our traps with our lobster bait that we've worked so hard to get. You've seen the pogies that we've caught. If we set the traps down in 500 or 600 feet of water, the eels will come right behind them and clean the bait off within an hour, not giving the bait a chance to catch the lobsters that we're after. We also want to explore the delicacy side of them and cook some up and see how they taste. I'm a little nervous about that part of the video.
Pretty excited, actually.
You're gonna try them?
Oh, yeah.
You're excited to try them. Tristan, you're gonna try them?
I'll try, but I'm not excited.
Same, I'm with Tristan.
Come on, live a little.
All right.
Cody's gonna slurp that down like spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
Jace, do you know what these barrels are used for, buddy? We're catching something else today. They look like your minnow traps, kind of, right? You shy? A little camera shy. It's all right. We're gonna catch some eels. You wanna catch eels today? All right.
I'm not going to touch them.
You're not gonna touch them? Oh, come on. I think you could touch them. They're nasty. They get slime. You know the slime toy at home that you got? These eels make that. You gonna try eating them? No? At least someone's got a brain aboard here. So these traps, you'll notice, look a little different than our standard lobster traps. And again, I've never actually used these before. I've never fished for these. So I'm super excited to try this. This is a little bit of an experiment, if anything. I don't actually know if we're gonna be successful. My gut actually tells me that we might catch more than we want. I hope that's the problem. I hope we don't strike out, but you never know. This is fishing after all. So a friend of ours actually let us borrow these barrels. We spent the morning going and gathering them up and finding them. He had a big pile of them. It was kind of funny because Tristan and Cody had no idea what we were doing. They thought we were going to haul all day, traditional lobster fishing day. Instead, we picked these out of the pile. And they've been scratching their head all morning as to what we're doing. So the traps, again, look very different than a standard lobster trap. They're basically a barrel. They have little funnels inside of them. And inside the funnels are kind of zip tie structures that funnel in. The eels can slide their way in through the funnel, but they can't get back out. Inside of the trap, we put a bunch of fish. We got some pogies, we got some rockfish. So to open the trap, it's just a screw-on lid on the top of the barrel. We open it up, and this is how you access the trap to bait it, and this is how we'll also get the slime eels out later if we catch any. Well, pretty straightforward, I guess. I don't really know the technique to baiting a slime eel barrel. Usually in a lobster trap, we'll use bait bags or strings. We're just gonna let them float around. The part about this that I'm the most excited about is to see if these things work as lobster bait. So we're gonna haul them up later today. Hopefully we get some. If we do, we're gonna try them out and see if we can get some lobsters to eat them and see if they're an effective bait. Because if they are, it's pretty easy for us to come out here and get them. This is the area that we lobster fish anyway. This would be an awesome alternative to lobster bait for us. So Tristan, if this does work as lobster bait, how do you feel about baiting slime eels on all day, every day?
I've heard they're absolutely miserable to try and hang on to, so
Slippery and slimy.
I'm not excited, but I think you're gonna love watching it.
You got the right gloves on for it anyway.
Yeah, I can say I'm gonna get ready for some glove jokes.
The dishwashing gloves.
Don't forget, fellas, we also get to eat these. It's pretty fierce about it.
So while you're baiting them on, you can also eat them.
Yeah, just have a
They
quick snack.
They eat them raw. Yeah, overseas they just eat them as is.
How about we just leave the heads on them and I'll just bite the head off each one?
Yeah. As you're baiting them on, you won't even need to bring a lunch. So back when my dad was younger and they caught these on accident, they actually had a little bet to see if dad could bite one in half. And he was telling me the story about it the other day. And he said when he bit it, he couldn't even leave a mark in it with his teeth. It left such a slime coat on his teeth, he couldn't get it off. He tried brushing his teeth. He couldn't get the slime out of his mouth for like hours after he bit into it. So I don't know if we do want to try eating them raw. I think we should probably try to cook the slime off of them. But Cody, if you're up for it, you can try eating one raw. Rarely do fish actually eat them because they fill their mouth full of slime, but if a fish were to actually eat it, they end up in the stomach of the fish. That slime can't be digested by the fish, so the eel just lives in the stomach of the fish, and then it eats its way back out. So worst case scenario, you got a live eel in your stomach that's trying to gnaw its way out of you.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a fish.
Okay, so you got stronger stomach acid than a fish.
Definitely.
Okay.
I personally think Jacob should try to do better than his dad and see if he can put a mark. I think he should try to put a mark in one of these eels.
I'll pay 50 bucks out of my wallet to whoever eats
To bite it. Okay. Let's just get them overboard now. We're getting crazy. Sinking rather slow. It's not sinking. It's gonna sink in a minute. It felt kind of strange to set your traps out and watch them float behind you. All 5 of them were right on the surface until the anchor went. But we set them for some reason in 666 feet of water. So we're
you chose that number.
fishing for the creepiest creature in the ocean at a depth of 666 feet. The day after Friday the 13th.
Why don't you just say the P word, too?
Yeah, why don't we just eat a
well.
banana and say the P word?
Get all superstitions right out of the way.
Good enough, bro.
That's 130 fathom rope.
How long will those have to sit?
I don't know. Good question. We have no idea how long to let him sit. I think we're going to let him sit for about 4 or 5 hours. We're going to go check a few lobster traps. We're in the area anyway where our traps are. They have a short set on them, so we're not anticipating hauling a lot of traps today. We're going to go have a little peek at them, see how they're looking.
I think they probably only need an hour.
You don't think they need to set long? All right, we're fishing. The slime eel barrels are on bottom in 666 feet of water. We're gonna check a few lobster traps, see if we can catch anything cool real quick for you. Before we know it, we're gonna be checking them out. I'm actually kind of excited to check them out.
I am. I'm really excited.
I'm pumped. Something new, something different.
I feel it's just one of those things you do once and then you don't want to do it again now.
Oh no, after you taste them babies, you're gonna be like, man, we gotta get some more of these. You can eat the slime eels and drink the slime. The crabs are still here. So the slime eel barrels hit bottom around 8 o'clock. We're gonna check a few lobster traps on a shorter set. We're mostly just curious to see if the crabs that we've been battling with all summer have dried up. We're hoping that they have. We're gonna haul for a little bit. We're gonna go back and check the barrels probably around noontime. We'll give them like a 4-hour soak. Hopefully that's long enough to at least catch a few eels. We don't need a lot of them, and to be honest, I'm actually hoping we don't get a lot of them. I think it's a possibility that we fill all 5 of those barrels, which would not be ideal because these things, when I tell you they produce slime, it's slime like you can't imagine. One of them can fill a 5-gallon bucket of slime. So if we catch like 500 of them, this whole boat's we're gonna be swimming in slime. So I don't really know how big they are. I think some of the smaller ones are like this. I think the average is like 16 inches to 2 feet long. Ideally, we catch like a dozen or so. A dozen would be a nice number. We could show you what the slime eels look like. That would be enough for us to try them out for bait and not completely destroy the boat with slime. If we catch 400 or 500, I'm a little nervous about that. We might just have to dump a couple of them over. All right, let's get a few traps hauled. Hopefully these crabs eased up. The crabs have not eased up at all. They are thick. And they're preventing the lobsters from climbing in because they're eating all of our bait before the lobsters even get a chance to come check it out. We're hoping they eased up by now. Maybe next haul. Wait, steady, steady, fire! All right. We are not having much success with the lobster fishing. Hopefully we can put our slime eel hats on and have more luck with the slime eels because the lobster fishing sucks. We're pretty discouraged with the lobster fishing. Trap after trap, we're just catching more and more crabs. So we're kind of stuck here waiting for them to leave. Until they leave, we're not gonna have very much production on the lobster side. We're setting out the last one of the day and our excitement has overcame us. We're actually pretty excited to go haul the slime eel barrels and see if we got any. I've never been so excited to catch something so nasty. Anything but crabs at the moment. Anything really. Anything, any day. I just love fishing for pretty much anything. Except for Jonah crabs. I think I could probably do with never catching a Jonah crab again.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
I'll go fishing all around the world for anything, anytime, any place, any temperature, any weather. But I'm good on Jonah crabs for the next few months. It's now 11:30. They've been sitting 3.5 hours. I know when they eat the bait off of our lobster traps, it only takes them about an hour, if that. All right, 1,000 feet of rope later, here comes the first barrel from the depths of the ocean, 666 feet. Oh, it's heavy. It's either water or eels. I don't know if I see anything in there or not. We better have got at least one. Man, these things are kind of weird. No looking inside. We're gonna pull all 5 up, put them in the floor.
Eyes a shot.
Eyes a shot. Barrel number 2. Come on, baby. That does look weird. Oh, we got a snarl.
Oh.
They landed on top of each other. Look, the slime. We got slime, boys.
Yeah.
We didn't strike out. All right, look at the slime. Look at the slime running out of it. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. Look at all the slime coming out. Oh, it's full. Ah! Oh my God.
Those are this.
Oh, look at your feet.
It doesn't even stick.
Oh, man.
God, that sticks right to you.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Wow.
This stuff is just like glue.
That's a nasty little creature right there.
It's so gross.
Holy crap.
Oh my Lord. Look at it on
Wow. Look, it looks like a spider web.
It does.
Nasty stuff.
Jacob, you nailed it. That is just like spiderweb.
I haven't felt it yet. I'm very...
I just meant the look.
That is so weird.
There's a lot of them in there, you guys.
Oh my God.
This one did too.
Oh.
Wow, that is nasty.
I think that they're going to be everywhere by the time we get done. If this is what one like.
Well, the thing is, the door came off of it is what screwed us.
Still quite a few in there for it.
Can you see his mouth?
God, I'm trying. That is so gross.
Nasty.
That is a nasty creature right there.
That is nasty. Look at him on the floor.
Look at that. It looks like ice.
What do I do with my hands? That is so gross. It's got to be the grossest thing I've seen on that boat.
We got 3 left to haul. We're gonna have more than we need. We're gonna have a mess on our hands is what we're gonna have. Oh my God! Oh, look at the slime.
Oh my God. It's just like mucus.
So we're also kind of hoping that we might maybe get an octopus in these. Octopus live in the deep parts of the ocean as well. And I think octopus can fit in through these holes. And I believe octopus eat fish. So after we get them all in the boat, we're gonna sort through them. See if we got any bycatch along with the slime eels.
Look at it just stringing right along.
That is so gross. Give me that hand.
Oh, wow. I guess we didn't consider if we were setting these back out, but I don't think we are. I think we got plenty. It's all over the rope. It's everywhere.
Oh my God. That's so nasty.
I bet you this has to be close to the dirtiest job.
Yeah, could you imagine doing this for a living?
No, this is a dirty job.
Well, this is the new career, boy.
This is it. Tristan, this is your bait right here. Get used to it.
Oh, man, another barrel full.
Wow, Jacob. That was only set.
I don't think we needed 5 barrels. Yeah, that's true too. It'd be interesting to see how much bait is left. Oh, they'd be right full. You wouldn't even get them in the boat.
They'd be full to the point nothing else could get in.
They're climbing out through the holes back here everywhere.
Oh my God.
I knew it was going to be nasty.
That is some sticky stuff, isn't it? Last barrel, boys. Barrel number 5. My God.
Yeah, I think there's probably some in there. Just guessing.
Look at this one, squirting stuff out of it. Is that slime? That must be the slime. That must be the stuff that turns into slime. They actually look like something out of Stranger Things. Look at his teeth. Look.
Yeah, they're like yellow.
So there's no question we got plenty of slime eels. We don't know quite how many. We're gonna open the barrels one at a time, see what we got. They're coming out of them everywhere though. All right, behind door number 1. Plenty of eels. The bait is still there. They didn't eat all the bait. Tristan, you're right. If you let those set for a night,
It'd be ridiculous.
they'd be right full. Any octopus? We've got a lot of eels. These things are gross. What are we doing? They didn't touch much of the bait. Ate some of it, but not much. All right, behind door number 2. Oh man, we got a lot in there.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
This is the one that has a lot.
Yeah. It's literally like an inch thick of just slime.
lots and lots of slime. Ugh.
Oh, dude, it looks just like mucus.
God, it is. This stuff comes out as mucus, and then when it hits the salt water, it expands 10,000 times and suffocates anything trying to eat it.
I can see why.
If you were to slurp this thing down and eat it, it would hit your stomach, and your stomach would fill full of that slime, and then the thing would eat its way out of you. Look at this right here.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Oh my god. You know what this barrel's gonna be like when they're all in it?
That is nuts. So when they find something to eat on bottom, when they start eating it, they eject all of this slime, and they make a big slime coat in the water. It just
the whole fish in there.
So they make a slime coat around the fish, so that way no other fish, lobsters, crabs, nothing else can come in and eat it. Just them.
That's
The texture is like nothing I've ever felt. It's like part slime, part spider web.
Oh.
They're actually working on trying to make biodegradable plastics out of this. Scientists are pretty fascinated with these creatures and trying to find uses for it. Because it's like a stringy, I mean, it's slime, I guess, but it's extremely tough. I feel like you could make rope out of that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Those things are nasty, aren't they, Jace? You gonna hold one, Jace?
No.
Why not? You don't want to hold one? Wow, they are nasty. I got you something, Jace. I got you a present.
Look at it encage the fish.
The fish is inside of that. That is nuts.
That's kind of smart when you
Look
think
at that,
about it,
Jace.
though.
That came
Nothing
out of
else
those
can get
eels.
it. It's literally like burying your food on.
They do it so nothing eats them. That's a slime eel egg.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. They actually don't know how these things reproduce. Scientists, like I said, are pretty blown away by these things. That's a slime eel egg. That looks like what you want to eat, Cody, right there.
Look at the like. You know,
Looks like a little green
stuff
bean.
coming out of it too. Like, I wonder if that's him breaking out.
You want to eat it?
I can't believe your dad took a bite out of one of these.
The texture of the slime is like nothing you've ever seen before. Look at that. It's like part spider web, part slime.
Wow, I just felt his teeth.
He bit you?
He's got my glove.
I can't even open my hands. This is straight out of Stranger Things, right? This has to be where that was inspired from. We'll never get this boat cleaned up. All right, behind door number 3, we got plenty of eels. No bycatch yet. I don't know if we will get any bycatch. Looks like it's,
Hey, I don't know what would want to go in with these things.
don't know. More eels.
Oh my god. Throw it in the water. I want to see if it expands. Look how it stays solid.
It's like, no, it's the,
Looks just like saran wrap.
it does. It's actually the closest texture I could probably relate it to is saran wrap.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it feels like.
Look at the gulls.
The gulls are eating it.
No.
Guys, come on.
No.
Have some self-respect.
We got some pogies or something you can
I'm
eat.
gonna say.
That's it for trap 3. Behind door number 4. Can you guess? More slime eels.
If that was only 3 hours, I cannot imagine.
I can't imagine
how
a
many
long
are
set.
down
A
there.
long set would be unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And I bet at night they're more active too.
High five, Jeremy.
Oh yeah. Do you think that'd be a good beard bump?
Yeah. A slimy saran wrap texture. And again, scientists are so fascinated with this stuff because they're exploring new potential uses for it. Since it's such a unique substance, they're looking into making biodegradable plastics out of this. So maybe we'll even try to dry some, see if we can make some plastic ourselves. They use the skin. All of your eel skin, wallets, and boots, this is technically what they come from. The 5th and final barrel. Oh, we struck out on the 5th one.
That
Nothing.
was the first one we pulled up, remember?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one, but I'm not bummed out we didn't have anything in it. We got plenty of slime eels. Let's check them out.
How do people eat them?
So these things are generating enough slime as it is, but supposedly the salt water is really what triggers it. When it first comes out, it's fairly small, but the salt water interacts with it and causes it to expand 10,000 times its original size. That's what gives these guys the ability to sometimes even kill sharks. If a shark will bite them, which they sometimes will do, they'll try to eat them. When a shark bites them, they'll fill the shark's mouth full of this slime, and then as soon as it enters the shark's mouth, it'll expand up to 10,000 times and get stuck all through the gills of the shark. And I can't imagine being a fish and having this stuck in my lungs. In a fish's case, they're just gills, but same idea. I can see how they could kill some crazy species. So we're gonna put the slime theory to the test. We're gonna fill it with salt water and see if this slime does multiply. I'm assuming some of that multiplication has already happened, but maybe we can get a little bit more slime out of them. Oh my God, look at that. Bubbles. There's bubbles, all right.
Their own slime, I'm guessing.
Ugh, man, you can feel them squirting the slime out. And you can see the little pores on the side of them. That's where they actually eject the mucus from. Nasty little things. They actually have no bones in them. They're made of just cartilage. They have no jaws, no bones, no head, no nothing. They're completely soft, and they're basically living fossils. And the secret to how they survive is this slime that they produce, this nasty, nasty slime. I'm not as grossed out by it as I thought I was gonna be, to be honest. I'm actually kind of impressed by it. The closest thing that I could relate it to is like a saran wrap. You don't get this texture very often in nature. I guess maybe a spider web would be the only other thing that I could compare it to in nature, but it's so much stronger than a spider web. What is that? I guess it's just a bunch of junk from bottom. I can't even get it out of there. It's just bones, fish bones. When they find some kind of dead creature on bottom, they approach it and they start gnawing on it with these cartilage teeth that they have in their mouth. The teeth are absolutely crazy looking. They have so many rows of teeth. Kind of like sharks, I guess. Ah, man, like a lamprey eel, kind of. I don't know. They have a lot of teeth, and they start gnawing on the dead fish on bottom. And when they do, they start ejecting this slime and coating it in the slime, so that way other fish that come in, other sharks, lobsters, crabs, they have a hard time getting to it. So they basically claim that dead fish on bottom and devour it. They'll strip it all the way to the bone in just a matter of minutes, as we can see from some of our bait that was completely destroyed. And after they have a good meal, I guess supposedly they won't eat again for months. And I don't have an exact number, but I would say in the run of a year, these guys can probably eat upwards of $10,000 in bait. So we end up going to alternative baits, some baits that are harder for these guys to eat, try to avoid them cleaning our bait off before the lobsters have a chance to get to it. And that ultimately ends up not fishing as well for lobsters either, but it's the only option we got when we get into that deeper water. You can actually see the organs inside of this thing moving around. Because we actually want to experiment and maybe try to use them for lobster bait, because if we can use these for lobster bait, maybe if they work, the slime eels won't be attracted to them. So maybe we can fish strictly for lobsters and use these for bait. They're free, they're abundant. It would be the best of both worlds. We could get away from the slime eels while still catching lobsters. We won't get a chance to haul them today, but in the next video we'll check them out and we'll let you know how they fished. I can see the eggs under the skin moving around. You see them?
Yeah, they're like moving all down.
Whoa! They're also hermaphrodites, so there's no male or female. These things are both male and female, every single one of them. They can all reproduce. Maybe that's part of their secret to surviving for 300 million years. So another fun fact about these things is that they don't have any eyes. They only have little light sensors right here behind their nostril, and that's all they do is detect light. They can't actually see anything. They're actually underneath the skin. And that little hole you can see right in the front there is actually their nostril and what they use to smell. And as disgusting and nasty as they are, they're actually considered a delicacy in parts of the world. So that's another reason we're out here trying to catch them today. We're actually gonna give them a try. We're gonna cook some up on the Blackstone. This is the part I'm least excited about. Even if this thing does somehow taste good, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get over the fact that this comes from this. Maybe we should try eating the slime too. All right, here we go. We're pulling up some lobster traps. We're gonna try baiting the slime eels on. Tristan's not so happy about it. He doesn't think this is such a cool idea, and he's hoping they don't catch lobsters. I'd like to see him not catch crabs. How cool would it be if they only caught lobsters and not crabs?
That would be really cool.
That would be pretty cool. Thank you for the bait bag, Tristan. I think these are gonna work. They're bleeding. Lobsters love blood, they love juice. This has got both. I don't know if I'd call it juice, but I'm curious if they're still making slime while they're dead. I hope not, because we're about to eat them. Hopefully when we pull this trap up in a few days, it's not just covered in slime and just empty. Slime eel shish kebabs, anybody?
I'll take two.
Okay.
Medium rare. Actually, you know, let's go well done.
I think if we did this, we'd need a designated bait guy. Oh, this is awful.
Here, Jake, just use this knife.
Okay.
If you're wondering how sticky this stuff is.
All right, here we go. Lobster shish kebab. Crabs don't like them, lobsters love them. I think I'm going over to Team Tristan. I hope they don't work. We've been like 15 minutes baiting this 5. Wrap them right around the cleat. Look, that's the stuff when it comes out small. When that hits the water, it expands. All right, we got 2 traps baited on bait bags, 2 traps with them strung on. We're gonna see how they compare. All right, so before we start cooking these tasty looking creatures, we actually have a few other things in plan that we want to experiment with. We're gonna try drying the slime out, which is what they're experimenting with. I don't know, I'm just curious to see what the texture is of this after it's been dried out. This is what they're trying to make the biodegradable plastics out of. Supposedly you can make some strings, ropes, maybe some bracelets out of it. I don't know, who wouldn't want a bracelet made out of slime eel slime? Maybe that'll be our merch. So we're gonna lay this out in the sun, let it dry. We're also gonna try to process the skin, which is what they actually use to make some leather, some high-end leather products. Boots, wallets are made out of slime eel slime. It's very durable and very lightweight. It's a popular skin used in leather making. So we're gonna give it a try. They also make boots, hats. I don't know. I think it could be cool if we could actually figure out how to make something out of these. I'd rock a slime eel hat. That'd be pretty cool. This might just be a complete fail, who knows? If it does work, we'll give you updates in the next videos. For now, we're gonna get to cooking. All right, here we go. The moment you guys might have been waiting for. I don't know if we've been waiting for this moment. The cooked portion of the slime eel day. We've dispatched them. We've tried to get some that aren't too slimy. Videos that I've seen of people doing this, they go kind of crazy when you put them on the stove, but just know they're not alive. They might freak out a little bit. Here we go.
They do.
Yeah. Oh, don't that smell good? Yeah. Cody's going first on this.
I feel like I'm gonna have to peel the leather back there.
The slime coming out the sides of him kind of creeping me out a little bit.
That's like really
I'll be honest with you, Tristan. We're going well done. Thing is even if they're good, you would never know it because you'd never be able to get over the fear factor of it. I'm grossed out just looking at it.
Give it a poke.
It's very tough. I can't smell anything. They don't smell bad. Oh, the skin's coming right off.
Good. Hey, we're cooking up snacks.
Try it.
You fellas want some?
Here.
What is it?
Try it. We haven't tried it. It's hot. Watch out. Take the skin off.
It's too hot.
Is it too hot?
It's too hot.
Jeez, that don't look very good. Ain't it tough, too? Philip, you might as well try
Is
it.
it one of them rye-mouth eels or something?
It's worse. It's a slime eel.
Oh my God.
Try a piece of it.
Let me see.
I did season it.
Straight up, man.
I did see it. What? There you go, Kyle. Kyle,
Don't give me, I don't want the skin piece.
Kyle's from Louisiana.
Louisiana, they eat that normally down there?
Everything.
There you go.
That's one of the worst things I've ever eaten in my life. It's supposed to be a delicacy, I guess.
They're a delicacy.
Ain't nothing delicate about
Are
it.
you good? They do. They eat them in
Ain't
where?
nothing delicate about it.
Korea. Oh, gee.
Get some what?
Oh. Oh my God. Dang. Holy cow, I'd puke. Well, he ate it for us. Now we don't have to. Took a great big bite. Look at here. I think it was like medium rare too. Oh man, I ain't looking forward to this. The skin is coming right off, but it's not helping it. Trouble is, that's where all the seasoning was.
Just like a worm.
It's nasty. It's nastier without the skin. I don't know if I can eat that, guys. I think I'm gonna puke before we even eat it.
I think it makes it look worse.
It looks nastier without the skin.
It really does.
It stinks.
I can't.
To be honest, I wasn't dreading it that bad until I just watched the effort that went into having. Did you see how hard he bit that? That didn't bite easy. That was tough. And the fact that he just voluntarily didn't even hesitate, he was just like, I'll eat that. And he said it was the worst thing he's ever had. I'm dreading it more than I thought I would. But we gotta finish the video. It's looking better now that it's cooked without skin on a little bit. No, it doesn't, does it? I'm trying to talk myself into, I need a hot dog bun and some ketchup, and I don't even think I can cut it in half with this. Look, you can't cut it.
It almost looks like a snake.
It's tough. It's like rubber. I don't know how they eat them over there. I'm gonna puke trying to cook it. And I haven't even got it near my mouth yet. Look at that tube in the middle of it.
I'm done.
That ain't good. We might tap out on this one. Jeremy might take one for the team here.
I mean, I'll try the edges. I ain't eating the middle. I would have gutted the thing.
I think I'm tapping out on this one.
All right.
You think she's officially done?
2 Gulf-Maine sausages coming up.
All right, this little piece on the end. I'll try that.
Everything you're doing.
All right, I got a nice clean piece right here. This is the delicacy part. This is the part that everybody goes after, Tristan. Here. Just
I'm doing it
picture
at the same time as you.
Nice
I'm
white
not
piece
having
of
you play
fish.
any dirty pranks.
I'm telling you, I'm not swallowing it.
I won't swallow it either, but I'm not gonna put it in my mouth and have you throw yours over.
No, I'm gonna put it in my mouth. I'm gonna chew it up.
Not a Jacob.
If it's not that horrid, I might swallow it, but I'm probably just gonna Spit it back out. I'm just gonna get the flavor.
All right, you give the countdown, boss.
I actually got a decent looking piece, I think.
This is worse than the tube ride almost.
Hold on. I got a worm in mine.
For real?
No.
Shark!
Why would anyone eat this?
Why are we about to eat it? I should say the flavor is not terrible. The texture is horrid. It's like a rubber boot. The flavor is, I can tolerate the flavor.
I can taste the seasoning a little bit there. I mean, it's not
Jace, you want a
that
piece?
bad, but
No.
Ah, it's horrid.
That's as
It's
bad.
horrid.
Look, that's bad.
That'll bring
you
your
make fun of me and he's getting hot mouth.
that'll bring your gag reflexes out.
really
I'm
good.
starting to
So I
sweat.
can
Kind of like bubble gum, right?
just take little pieces. Yeah.
Dad, just jump the overboard.
Just dump it overboard, Jason.
God, I wish I had a drink right.
Is that piece good?
Oh, it's different. It's definitely different, boys. You know, it's edible.
Oh, it's
It's
edible.
definitely edible.
Yeah.
Now I think if we cooked it
Right.
the way they normally cook
Yeah.
it, this is not the way anybody
Yeah.
normally cooks anything.
I don't think it is.
Dramatic.
No.
it's
No. Nasty.
Nasty.
Nasty. This concludes the slime eel catch and cook. Probably the only slime eel catch and cook on the internet, maybe. We might have a world record here. The world's only catch and cook for slime eel, hagfish. If we try it again, we're gonna have some Koreans with us, showing us the right way to cook them, because that was horrid. The flavor, I will say, the flavor wasn't unbearable, but the texture was not good. The texture was probably, what are we saying the texture's like? I can't even really compare it to
It
something.
reminds me of literally like squid.
No, it's a lot tougher than a squid. A really tough octopus is similar. I've had octopus before that was kind of that same texture. Anyway, that's a wrap. Next video, we're doing a catch and cook for some Angus ribeye steaks. We'll see you there.